Alrighty, there we go. Chamoy, chamoy, chamoy. Welcome back, gamers. We are here with the icy, spicy Pokemon Tournament number 2. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. I am drinking coffee real quick because I have a minor headache. Before anyone says anything, yes, I did take Tylenol. So, hopefully should be fine. Keyword is hopefully should. Hopefully. Thank you, Sonia. And thanks to the power of last-second prep, I managed to scramble together 8 competitors, which first of all, I want to say, shout out to the GOATs that are competing today. We got Blade, we got Jessica, we got Kennedy, we got Raptor, we got Richard, we got Sonia, we got Tofu, we got Yoshi, we got the squad assembled. We're gonna have a grandiose time. We're gonna have an absolute grandiose time. Hello, Brandon. Yes, signups are closed. Once again, if people want to sign up, make sure you join the Discord server for future stuff and stop muting my alerts. Anyway. Hope everyone's fantastic. We are going to wait a few minutes for people to hop on in before we start things up. Hey, Star Rod, hope you're doing well. I really need to set up, like, a proper, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I need to make a proper layout for, like, in between tournament. As in, like, I want to make a commentator booth. Eventually, I'll make a commentator booth. That's, like, eventually I will. But, you know, that's for, like, future stuff, you know. We're still trying to get to the hang of things. I mean, this is only tournament number 2. Trust me. The next one, oh, baby, we're going all out for tournament number 3. We're going all out there because I have the... We are going to try and get a cash prize ready for tournament number 3. That should, that should go well. But for those who are just joining us for these, we do have the basic rules here. It is going to be regulation MB. It is a single elimination bracket, best 2 out of 3. It is 8 competitors in this, so it shouldn't be like super long. It should only be like a few hours at most. Is usually how these go. Hi, Sango. I hope you're doing fantastic. As a reminder, for people who want to sign up for future tournaments, Discord server. Well, as for being late with the vertical layout, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Trust me. Well, I'll set it up for the future, Sango. I appreciate it. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just gonna use the gaming layout for the vertical stuff today, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hello, Yoshi. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Ow. Okay, you know, you don't gotta throw stuff. Nami, the tournament joining is already closed. Actually, I'm just gonna post this right here. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. I'm just gonna pin that for future stuff. There we go. Make sure that I don't have to explain myself. Let me make sure these are all good there. But yeah, we will be beginning in a few minutes. Just making sure that people hop on in before we begin. Last one was incredibly hype, and this one should also be incredibly hype. I will fully admit, I expected more Star Raptors than we surprisingly got. It's one of those things where you just expect a lot of Star Raptors. Somehow didn't get a lot of Star Raptors. Because, like, that bird is just everywhere right now. Like, that bird is just, like, all over the fucking place. And trying to escape it is very scary. That fucking bird I hate. But, Before we begin the fights, let me just undeafen and unmute real quick. There we go. All right, gamers, how are we feeling? How are we feeling today?
I'm hearing you twice.
That's so funny. You're stuck hearing me forever. You can't escape me. There we go. You also make sure. Yo! Silver with the 55 bucks. Let's go.
Just popping in.
I appreciate it, man. But how are we feeling, competitors?
At the same time, it's delayed.
Damn, how are we feeling, gamers?
I'm
feeling I'm good. Just like putting clothes in the wash while I wait for my round.
Amazing. But yes, these are the 8 competitors that will be tagging along for today. We're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna have a grandiose time. We're probably gonna be yelling quite a bit, because trust me, I love to yell. There's no one in my house right now other than me. I love being very loud and obnoxious.
Oh, no.
I know, it should be great.
Loud eldritch screaming.
You're goddamn right. Also, hi, Prism. Yes, this is a new model. I know. The white man jump scare. But we should be hopefully all set to go now. Round 1 is going to be, if I grab the bracket real quick, you think having the bracket on standby would be a good thing, is going to be Kennedy versus Sonia. Are you two ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
As ready as ever, be.
All right, hop on in. I wish you two the best of luck and have a grandiose battle. All right, gamers. It is time to begin the round 1 of this tournament. If we just do a little bit of this, there we go. Whoa! My model's being cropped out. I didn't really plan this far ahead. Hold on. I didn't really come up with a tournament spot for this model. Hold on. Oops, ignore that. Ignore the cutoff, you know. Just ignore the cutoff. Everything is hunky-dory. Everything is fine. Let me also turn the music off now. I know, professionalism at its finest, chat. Professionalism at its finest. Alright, let's do this. Let me also just move this here to make sure that we're good here. I'm also just going to disable this for now on this side. Awesome, awesome. Alright, gamers. Let's do this. Round 1! Kennedy versus Sonia! What do we got here? So, this is open team sheet for those. Alright. Sonia starting off with Rotom Wash and Delphox, while Kennedy is bringing in the Garchomp and Hisuian Samurott, both of them coming on in. I did enable nicknames for this, don't you guys worry. I didn't forget to, I didn't forget this time around. Don't you gamers worry. It's one of those things I took a note of just to remember, like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to enable nicknames, because I think people like them. I don't know, you know. I don't know, that might perchance. But both of these two are going to be staring each other down, trying to figure out how to psych out their opponent. I do believe the Delphox is Sonia's only Mega Evolution that she has brought. Kennedy also bringing the Mega Pyroar in the back, most likely. Both opponents staring each other down. He is going to withdraw the Hisuian Samurott, bringing in Ninetales, which will also set up the Sun. It will allow Garchomp to probably live a Hydro Pump better. It was going to boost Delphox, but Delphox actually gets swapped out for the opposing Garchomp. Hey, going for a nice Rock Slide on the Rotom, hopefully going for a flinch right there. This will also make it so any damage any Hydro Pump coming in will be reduced. And the flinch does connect! Kennedy also opting for the Life Orb Garchomp, which will allow it to do even more damage, and I do believe, unless invested, should be able to one-shot Garchomps with Dragon Claw, due to the lovely, lovely Life Orb. Shout out to Life Orb. Life Orb, unironically, best item to come back. We do love our Life Orb in this household. Both opponents trying to figure out how to get through the situation. Sonia already revealing 3 of her Pokemon, same with Kennedy on the other side. Though, most likely we already know what is coming on Kennedy's side. We do have Protect also onto the Rotom right here. Earthquake is going to come on through as well. which should do a decent chunk of damage to the Ninetales, actually taking it out. Also, Song God, fully aware there's not a model in the vertical stream. I'm not worried about it. Ninetales is going to go down. Both Garchomps revealing to be a Life Orb. Dragon Claw will connect, taking out Sonia's Garchomp. Both sides getting knocked down. Critical hit. Probably didn't matter, but you know, it's not that bad of a thing. Good damage onto Kennedy's Garchomp right there. Already down to just 23 HP. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Both opponents trying to figure out. Sonia bringing in her Alolan Ninetales, which will replace the sun with the snow. Hisui and Samurott also coming on in. If we take a look at the team sheets, I'm going to quickly whip out the team sheet here. There is not Freeze Dry, but Sonia does have Moonblast, which will deal with both of the opposing Pokemon on that side there. Sonia is in a really good position at this moment due to the fact that she does have Ninetales. Ninetales also is a bit more on the bulkier side. Cecil's Edge will connect into the Rotom. Oh, but doesn't pick up the KO. It will set up spikes, so Delphox will take some chip damage coming on in. Blizzard will connect, taking out the Garchomp. Also connecting onto Samurott right there. No freeze, unfortunately. And a crit onto Garchomp. Crit absolutely mattered there, 100%. 100%. But the Thunderbolt will connect, bringing down Samurott, meaning already we are down to Kennedy's final Pokemon being the Mega Pyroar. It is now down to a 3v1. Can Kennedy whip it out? Let's find out. The Pyroar is running Heat Wave, Overheat, and Hyper Beam, so there is a chance, a small chance, but a chance nonetheless due to Pyroar's ability. That being, I believe, was a Fire Main. I forgot what it's called. What is it called? I don't know. It doesn't show in the team sheet. I couldn't tell you. Sonia's gonna go for a Protect right there, making sure Rotom is chilling. Heat Wave will hit into the Protect. Will it connect? It does. It immediately takes out the Alolan Ninetales, meaning there's still a chance. There is still a chance for Kennedy to manage to take this back. Sonia will bring back out her Delphox. The Delphox, once again, is a Mega Evolved Delphox. The main thing that comes down to, though, is the fact that Delphox is faster, but I believe Pyroar is slightly tankier. Just very slightly. It just comes down to if Rotom can be taken out from Kennedy. Sonia going for the Mega Evolution. Bringing out the Mega Delphox. Amazing shiny, by the way. Going for it. Psychic will connect first. Doing a lot of damage right there. Meaning most likely, because of the outspeed, it is looking like Sonia will be taking round one. Unless a miss somehow happens in the entire universe, you know? I mean, it's like, what, like a 1 out of 10 million chance? I don't know. Either way, Sonia will be taking round one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not round one, game one of round one. I'm still waking up, okay? Give me some credit. Give me some credit. But a very solid first match indeed. Both sides were playing very well. Both sides are doing absolutely fantastic there. I'm also just not going to bother with transitions right now because my model is... This model needs to get rigged for all of that, so we're just going to be chilling on the tournament screen today. I know, once again, professionalism at its finest. Very professional. Only the most professional. But with game one done, it's time to see if either side will be bringing in any changes to their team, seeing if either that Meowscarada or that Milotic get brought. We also didn't see Kennedy, Sneasel, or Whim. We'll have to see how things get adjusted. Brandon, to join future tournaments, all you got to do is join the Discord server, grab the tournament alerts role. You will be pinged in the future as for tournament updates. Well, by all means, by all means. If people want to join those, make sure to yoink those. It should be a good time. Should be a good time. We do host them monthly. Alright, game 2 is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how both these competitors adapted to the first game. Off rip, we do have a change in Mon. Sonya now bringing the Meowscarada, while Kennedy is bringing the Sneasler. Thank you for the follow, Dom. Hope you're doing fantastic. Both trainers also choosing to bring in their Garchomp, staring on in. Kennedy does have access to Fake Out on lead, so we'll have to see if he chooses to go for that. Most likely trying to stare down the Meowscarada. Meowscarada is a little scary on lead, especially with the fact that it does have access to Play Rough. So it can potentially do massive damage to the Garchomp, depending if it doubles in. Also, hi Ace, hope you're doing well. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Thank you for the watch streak. Both trainers taking their time to figure out what's the best way to approach this situation, especially with the fact that Kennedy does have Fake Out. Alright, Garchomp is actually going to go for a Protect. Both Garchomps going for Protects. With Sneasler staring down the Meowscarada, immediately going for a close combat, which will bring Meowscarada down to its sash. That's what Sonya do. She is going to go. We don't know yet. Sneasler is going to proc the White Herb. Oh, went for Play Rough into the Garchomp. It will set her to a Fairy type, but unfortunately because of the Unburdened boost, it you know, ooh, that's gonna be a little tough there, especially on lead. Also, hello Jumbo. Indeed, make sure you guys have your Twitch drops all set up, as there are currently drops going on. They're not good drops, but it's free stuff, so you know what, we take those. Thank you for the stretch. We do take some free drops. Sneasler is going to go to the Dire Claw into the Meowscarada, making sure to take it out instantly, not playing around. Not knowing exactly which Garchomp will outspeed. It will be Kennedy's, who one-shots Sonya's Garchomp, meaning Sonya is already down to her final 2 Mons. Kennedy already having a massive lead in this situation. Sonya is revealing her last 2 Mons. She is going to reveal the Alolan Ninetales and the Delphox. Delphox having a decent-ish matchup, simply just because Garchomp is forced to click Rock Slide onto the Delphox. Delphox also having a 4 times effective one-shot into the Sneasler, so it's not the worst situation for Sonya to be in, especially with the fact that staring down Sneasler Garchomp. But we'll have to see. Sneasler does outspeed every Mon on the field and does have the potential to one-shot Ninetales with Dire Claw, depending on the Ninetales set, of course. We'll have to see. Mega Evolution is getting procced. Both trainers staring each other down. The Mega Delphox is now onto the field. A Protect will be going on to Delphox. Double Protect, actually. We'll have to see where this one goes. Garchomp also goes for a Protect, while Sneasler goes for Dire Claw onto Delphox. Not the target I thought we would have gone for. Interesting, very interesting. With Sonya using both her Protects on her side, it does leave her side vulnerable unless she does want to risk that 30% double Protect. We'll have to see which one goes to. Again, the Sneasler having Unburdened boosts, meaning it is probably one of the scariest Mons on the field at this moment, especially with RNG Claw on standby, which will 100% do massive damage on the Ninetales if it does connect. Sneasler is going to go for the Dire Claw, and it lives! Just barely lives! It will also proc Citrus, giving it a little bit of HP back. Sonya going for a Heat Wave, doing pretty decent amount of damage onto both Mons. And going for a Blizzard, will it pick up the KOs? It does! Meaning the Sneasler threat has been knocked out! Also, welcome on in, nice person, and hi, Arrow. The roll to live is crazy! Either that thing got a very low roll, or it was calc to live. Either way, insane. Insane. The Mega Pyroar will be sent out on Kennedy's side along with Whimsicott. Whimsicott does have access to Sunny Day, meaning there is a chance that the snow will go bye-bye. Tailwind is also very scary in this situation, as it will allow it to outspeed and take out the Ninetales. We do know that a Psychic onto the Pyroar is a 2-shot, so we'll have to see how Sonya handles the situation right here. Because it's I wasn't expecting Ninetales to live, so realistically, it's anyone's game. And thank you for the watch streak, Will. I hope you're doing fantastic. And she just lives thanks to the new snow? Hell yeah. Pyroar is going to go for a protect, meaning the Psychic will not connect there. Moonblast will also be connecting into the Ninetales, picking up the KO, meaning it is now down to just Mega Delphox. Mega Delphox now staring down the Pyroar. Pyroar, for those unaware, does have Hyper Beam on it. So we will have to see if Kennedy wants to go for the funny Hyper Beam. I don't know how much that will do onto a Mega Delphox, but you don't know. It could perhaps hurt quite a bit. I don't know. But if Sonya manages to get the 2v1, hey, that just means she takes round 1. We'll have to see. Either way, looking like a game 3 here. Hello, Ray J. Hope you're doing fantastic. Helping Hand is going to go on in. Does he go for the Hyper Beam? Psychic will connect, doing a large chunk of damage. And here's the Hyper Beam! Does it pick up the KO? And it does, meaning we're going to game 3. We're going to game 3, ladies and gents. It is now anyone's game. One-on-one, Kennedy and Sonya. Both the Fire Megas absolutely just staring each other down. Nope, nope, that's join queue. Nope, 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 nope. That is join queue. Wrong button. Very professional. Very professional. I didn't think Mega Pyroar was in this tournament. Kennedy has been very adamant about Mega Pyroar. And also, literally on call before the tournament began, was going off about it being the new best Fire Mega. I mean, we can agree to disagree, but who knows? Maybe someone will find some silly Pyroar tech. It does hurt, to be fair. If you put Pyroar in Sun, it actually does hurt. I'm pretty sure like 2 shots Floette, like Mega Floette with Heat Wave, if I remember correctly. It's something absurd like that. You have to set up your own Sun, unlike Charizard, but you know, if you can get it to work, you can get it to work. Both competitors now taking their time, trying to figure out what's the best way to approach here. We have yet to see the Melodic from Sonya. Well, Kennedy, we have seen all of his Pokemon. Both of them taking their time. If Pyroar got Weather Ball, that'd be insane. I'm just saying, Weather Ball off Pyroar would hurt. Here we are, gamers. Game 3, the final match of round 1. Who will be moving on to round 2? Nobody knows. Except for potentially our competitors, Delphox and Garchomp will be on lead. Meanwhile, Sneasler and Garchomp stares down the opposition. Sonya having great synergy with the Delphox and Garchomp, as Garchomp is able to just click Earthquake. We do know for a fact that Kennedy's Garchomp is faster than Sonya's, and it is a Life Orb, meaning it will pick up the one-shot if it does connect, so we will have to see how Sonya tries to play around that. We also know for a fact that Sneasler will go down if it gets hit by a Psychic. Girl Boss is going to get swapped out, the Sneasler, for anyone just listening on in. Whimsicott, I almost said Cottony. Whimsicott being swapped in instead. Sonya going for a lovely Mega Evolution, bringing in the Mega Delphox. Staring each other down right here. There is a Protect onto the Delphox. Will there be a Protect onto Chomp as well? No, there will not! And it does pick up the one-shot on Sonya's Garchomp. Rough Skin will allow it to get at least a little bit of chip before going on down, but unfortunately it does look like Sonya is a bit on the back pedal. As off the bat, there is already a KO. Most likely assuming that Delphox would have been the target instead of Garchomp for the fake out. Is what I'm assuming. She is actually going to bring out the Milotic. We have yet to see what this Milotic does. If we whip out the old team sheet right here, let's see. The Milotic does have access to Muddy Water, Alluring Voice, Recover, and Substitute. Being a pretty interesting set right there. Both staring each other down, trying to figure out what's the best way to psych out their opponents. It is also a rather bulky Milotic. Hi, Ray J. Thank you for the watch streak. I'm so sorry to hear that your watch streak potentially broke, because that is quite unfortunate. Helping Hand is going to go into Garchomp, staring each other down. Who will be the target of its wrath? Heat Wave connecting, bringing Whimsicott down to its sash, while also doing some good chunk of damage onto the Garchomp. Probably also praying for a burn in this situation. Unfortunately, no burn, but a miss on the rock slide, but it does connect with the Delphox, knocking it down! Already picking up 2 KOs, as Sonya is already down to her final bonds. Sonya will go for an Alluring Voice onto the Chomp. It will pick up the KO. We do know that Kennedy does have Sneasler in the back, and presumably Pyroar. Okay, I'm gonna plug my controller in. I think they want me to plug my controller in, chat. I don't know. It's almost like it's low battery or something. But Alola Ninetales will be coming on out. Staring down the Sneasler. Oh, my controller. To grab my cord and plug it on in. Both traders picking their actions very carefully, as depending on what the Sneasler does next, it could also pick up just another KO off the bat. Ninetales is gonna go for the Protect. Fake Out will connect onto Milotic there. While a Sunny Day goes up, meaning Sonya no longer has access to accurate Blizzards or it's Aurora Veil. It is not particularly looking very good for Sonya at this moment, but never say never. We don't say never here. There's always a chance. A small chance, but a chance. We'll have to see. Both trainers thinking very intently. A Helping Hand will go onto Sneasler there. Most likely a Dire Claw will pick up a KO at this range. Close combat, actually. Picking up the KO on Milotic. It is now just down to the Alolan Ninetales. What will Ninetales choose to go for? It does go for Moonblast onto Sneasler. And unfortunately not doing enough. It is looking like this will be Kennedy's game. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Both our opponents trying to pick their next moves. Don't worry, it will just be a very low roll on Dire Claw. Trust me. Trust me, chat. Upping Hand onto Sneasler. Most likely clicking Dire Claw. Meaning, ladies and gents, Kennedy will be moving on to round 2. Round of applause for both our competitors. Ladies, gents, and everyone in between. As Kennedy moves on. GG. Let me just do a little bit of this real quick. Hello, Kennedy and Sonia. Hello. All right, so how? First of all, can I just say, amazing match you two. You two fought very well. Both of you.
I was very caught off guard that first game. I wasn't expecting the slight pick to do
That was a
75
very
for the
like,
table.
good match, like an amazing. Match.
Yoshi, please mute while I only need these two at the moment.
Okay.
But so first of all, sorry, brain had a moment there. Can I just say the Ninetales living Direclaw? I didn't know it actually lived that. I'll be fully transparent.
I also didn't
didn't know.
expect him to live that. Like, what?
Yeah, that
I also didn't expect it to live there.
I see both. I see everyone was just shocked, like, oh shit, it lived. But that alone, I definitely think won you the match there, and that was hype as hell. So good jobs there, Sonia. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just like really sad that when Rockslide happened, game 2, or was it this game?
It was
It was game 3.
oh, sorry.
It was game 3.
Yeah, when Rockslide happened, it missed mileage. I needed it to miss Delphox, because then I take out Garchomp.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that Rockslide to KO.
Yeah, in my head, I thought it would like just barely live.
I thought it'd do 80% and then put it in range for Pyro with Tailwind. I didn't expect it to just full on kill.
Yeah, that was. I mean, Life Orb is a beautiful thing. Life Orb is just. We stand the Life Orb in this household. That's all we can really say.
Yeah. Also, that speed tie game. That also mattered.
The Garchomps I wasn't faster than Sonia's Garchomp. They were speed tied.
Oh, they were speed tied?
They're speed tied.
Oh, that's.
I checked.
That's crazy. Damn, that is funky.
We were both running max speed, max attack, Jolly Garchomp, and I just happened to win the speed tie.
Oh damn, that is silly.
Yeah, that's what it came to.
Hell yeah. Well, is there anything you wish to say, Sonia? First of all, I want to say thank you for joining us. That is greatly appreciated, especially last second. very last second, but I greatly appreciate it.
I mean, no problem. It just means I got stuff to look forward to next time.
Exactly. Plus, the Delphox is always rad to see. I'm a big fan of Mega Delphox, personally.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tagging along, Sonia. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for having me. Catch you on the flip side.
See ya. All right, Kennedy, how are you feeling about round 2? Who are you thinking's winning the upcoming match?
Let me remind myself of what the match is.
It's Tofu versus Blade.
Okay. Is that a Mega Delphox as well versus Mega Delphox versus Mega Meganium. I think this matchup looks heavily swayed to Rain, but
hey, well,
I think that the Delphox has a chance with like the Sinistra.
Yeah, well,
and definitely with that Scarf Basculegion in the back. But it could definitely swing the other way if they play it well.
We'll have to see. I'll see you in round 2, my good sir. Good times, good times. Yep. All right. Hi, Ed. Hi, Ozzy. Hope you two are doing well. So, Round 2 of round 1 or whatever. I don't know tournament's wording. I know it's very great. We have Blade and Tofu. Blade repping the Mega Meganium while Tofu is repping Mega Delphox and Mega Staraptor. We got a dual Mega right there. Rain team versus just a little bit of shenanigans over on Tofu's side. Both, I would say, are... Yeah, set 1, round 2, yeah, those tournament terminology, I still try and learn every single day. Cheers, lads, let's do this! Alright, off the bat, we got the Staraptor and the Incineroar lead, staring down the Semisear and the Politoed, meaning Rain will immediately get set up right there. Double Intimidate. Thankfully, Blade brought 2 special attackers in this situation. For those unaware, Mega Staraptor did get Contrary, meaning it is a bit of a scarier Mega to stare down. Meganium's ability does, in fact, work in rain. It works regardless of weather conditions. Nice. Also, you are not limited to you are limited to 1 Mega per match, but since it's VGC and you only bring 4, most people bring 2. Sinistcha is immediately going to come on out, staring down the Staraptor. Staraptor is going to go for the Mega Evolution, becoming Mega Staraptor, a fighting, flying type, with the little known ability known as Contrary. It's also immediately going for a Protect. Fake Out is going to go into the Sinistcha, not connecting. Ice Beam also going for Staraptor, also not connecting, meaning... Okay, well, round 1 was a whole lot of nothing. Damp Rock is on the Politoed, meaning the Politoed will have access to rain for a couple extra turns right there. Politoed going for Protect. Staraptor going for Close Combat onto the Semi-Pour, which brings it down to Sash because of a crit! Holy... Both defenses will be going up. Flip Turn will be connecting, allowing Blade to swap out, bringing out his other Mon. We'll have to see which one it will be. It is a very scary spot because, honestly, all 4 of Blade's Pokemon are a little scared of Staraptor at this moment. Araquanid will be brought on in. Araquanid in the rain can do a little bit of silly stuff right there. Strength Sap connecting onto Staraptor, increasing its attack, meaning at this moment Staraptor is +1 in attack, defense, special defense. This bird is becoming a threat very quickly. Meaning Blade has to take down this Staraptor as soon as possible, otherwise it will just keep getting stronger and stronger. Protect will proc for the Araquanid right there. Rage Powder to try and redirect any attacks going on in. Close Combat will connect onto Politoed and picking up the KO. Picking up the KO onto the Poly, meaning Politoed is down. Blade already down. Another Pokemon, Meganium coming on out. Both Pokemon just trying to stare down this fuck-ass bird. Trying to figure out how to take it out. Oh, Meganium does have Dazzling Gleam, but the issue mostly comes down to the fact that this bird is already currently +2 in both of its defenses. Oh, Sinistcha is going to get swapped out for the Incineroar, lowering the attack of both Pokemon, meaning that a liquidation from the Araquanid will probably be reduced damage. Mega Meganium also coming on out, staring down this lovely bird in hopes of trying to take it out before it gets Snowball. And Dual Wing Beat picks up the KO on the Mega Meganium. Big Blade is down to Semi-Pour and Araquanid. The Araquanid, after the Intimidate, doing 40% and forfeiting early. Understandable. As Tofu takes game 1. And it is a Staraptor is a silly mon, am I right? Holy man. Staraptor is a silly bird, chat. I mean, who doesn't love the bird that gets one close combat and it immediately spirals? By the way, chat, unaware Clefable. But anyway. Oh god. What a silly bird. Alright, both the traders have picked their leads, picked their teams, hopping on into game 2. Let's see what we're taking here. Off the bat, leading Grimmsnarl and Staraptor as Blade goes for his Meowscarada and its semi-poor. The Intimidate proccing on Staraptor, which also makes Staraptor another scary thing, is the fact it does have Intimidate before Mega Evolution, making it so the damage reduction, making it even bulkier. Blade, please win! I don't want to fight this! It's seeming that the other competitors are now very scared of this fuck-ass bird. Oh, hi, Cody. Oh, good heavens. Both traders taking their time picking their moves, figuring out what is the best way to approach this situation. Staraptor is going to go for the Mega Evolution once again, becoming its demon spawn form. It will also go for Protect right here. Blade picking his next target. He does go for Fake Out onto the Grimmsnarl, meaning Grimmsnarl will not move this turn, which is fantastic for Blade. Triple Axle will be procced. It does not connect into Staraptor due to the Protect right there, but it does mean that Grim is unable to set up screens immediately. Semi-Poor just standing there like an absolute chat. Oh my god, that pose is... Damn. I've outside of Blade drafting Semi-Poor, I've never seen Semi-Poor in battles before, so I didn't... Elemental monkeys are funny, alright? They are very funny mons. Oh, anyway, Tofu's gonna withdraw, actually. Bringing out the Bascule Legion. Blade going for Triple Axle, doing honestly decent. Okay, well, it would have done decent if it connected all three. Only hitting 2 of the Triple Axle. Skull will also connect, doing more chip damage to the fish. Unfortunately, no burn right there. Spirit Break will connect, doing actual solid damage. For just a Spirit Break, it will lower the special attack. Thankfully, Meowscarada is not a special attacker, so there's nothing to necessarily worry about there. If we check the team sheets real quick, Tofu is running the Choice Scarf Bascule Legion, meaning it was currently the fastest mon on the field. Blade swapping out into Arch Alodon, hoping to take some damage. Light Screen is also set up, reducing damage of all special attackers on Tofu's side. Flip turns onto the Semi-Poor, which will also break Semi-Poor's Sash. Tofu now is trying to select which Pokemon will be replacing. Bringing back in the bird. Icy Wind connects, and unfortunately makes Staraptor the fastest mod on the field. Which... it most likely already was, but now guarantees that it is the fastest mon on the field. Staraptor once again showing dominance as it just stares down both of these mons. Now choosing which one will perish. Tofu parting shotting his own Staraptor, giving it a double attack, giving it both an attack and a special attack buff. Tofu also bringing in the Sinistra, meaning the Staraptor is also now fully healed. Pretty much now having a dragon dance set up, going for close combat, immediately knocking out the tower, meaning effectively at this point, Staraptor has an Omni boost. He will go for Scald on the Staraptor, not doing a ton of damage, but does get the burn, which could be massive, depending on what Blade has on the back, allowing him to, at the very least, reduce the damage. It is not over yet. It's just incredibly unfortunate as we stare down the the Omni-boosted bird. Chat begging Blade to take out the Staraptor. A Rage Powder will redirect all attacks towards the Sinistra, allowing Staraptor to be able to live. U-turn coming on in, allowing Blade another switch. Doing a decent chunk of damage as well onto the Sinistra. Blade revealing his final mon, that being the Politoad. It will set up the rain. Close combat connecting onto the Semi-Pour, and regardless of the burn, taking out the Semi-Pour. It will continue to take chunk damage. Blade in a very dire situation, as Meowscarada also is choice scarfed, meaning whatever attack it does connect will be locked into for the remainder of the match. Things are looking very dire for Blade in this moment, but who knows? Maybe the Staraptor will get a little dirt in its eyes. Rage Powder once again going to redirect. Triple Axle going off. I actually don't know how this interaction goes. But because Meowscarada started as a grass type, ignores it, bringing Staraptor down to 12% HP. Close combat will connect and take out the Meowscarada, meaning it is now a 1v4 against the Staraptor. Things are looking very dire at this moment. Ice Beam will go off, doing a ton, not a ton, like a chunk. My brain, as I stare down as we look at the most horrifying bird, who also goes for a roost, meaning the match is going to Tofu. You know, fun. Oh, Staraptor. Moving on. What do you mean the session was interrupted, champions? You gonna put me back in my room? Champions, are you gonna be nice? Okay, here we go. Hello, Tofu. I don't know if you, I'm assuming if you want to use Twitch chat or Discord chat, that is completely fine. How are we feeling after that match? Because, man, that bird is all I can really say.
Blade just didn't have anything for that specifically. Like, him not having Pelipper for Tailwind and Hurricane Pressure, and also no Protect on the Archaludon made it really easy to... Like, if Archaludon doesn't have Protect, then I can just running into my own Staraptor in close combat, like all the time.
Yeah, the combination of Incineroar, Sinistra, and Grimmsnarl is incredibly terrifying for anyone staring it down, specifically with like parting shots, strength zaps, just being able to constantly reduce damage, being able to increase damage on the Staraptor. It just snowballs it incredibly quickly, and you used it very efficiently in both those matches. And from the vibe I get from chat, people are terrified of this bird currently.
From my experience playing the ladder, it actually hasn't been super great. I just had this team queued up, and I saw you doing the tournament, so I actually don't really like this team.
Mm-hmm.
As weird as it is to say, the on ladder, if I run both Incineroar and Bird, I kind of just like make King Gambit super strong, or even like lose to other birds.
Mm-hmm.
The key to like dealing with Bird is to not be afraid of Bird, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, Bird loses to Floette really badly, and that sort of thing, and Zartzlop still really pressures it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you apply consistent pressure to Bird, as it is right now, like these super bulky teams, if you give it one turn to set up, you just get rolled over. So you really can't give it that one turn.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, with that being said, how you feeling about your potential competitors? We got we got Kennedy fighting you next round. How you feeling about that matchup?
Let's see. What was I? Let me look at.
Mega Pyroar, the Mega Pyroar team.
Let's see. I don't give too much away. Let's see. Where's that power? I saw it use Hyper Beam.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pyroar is going to have to make a tough choice. Specifically the Whimsicott. Because you have Helping Hand, you have Sun, and you have Tailwind. But you can only use one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been... Also, the Whimsicott doesn't have Encore, and therefore I'm not afraid of it.
Fair.
If you have the Whimsicott and you don't have Encore, that's like an angel without wings.
Hey, fair enough.
Like, whenever I use Encore-less Whimsicott, it's just like, man, I could like, Encore is just a broken move. Like, I would argue almost Urshifu levels are broken. Only that there's stuff like Psychic Terrain, and it can affect Dark types and stuff. So like there is counterplay, but it's like so inherently broken for me to just like click Encore, and whatever choice you make, it could be like the wrong one. I had some matches at NAIC where my opponent like clicked like if they had well, it was okay. There was one match where it was an Archaludon, and it could have like it was gonna 1v3 my entire team.
Yeah.
If it could use all three of its moves. And so Encore is just like, I locked you into Dragon Pulse, now you can't hit Whimsicott. Or if I lock you into Flash Cannon, now you can't hit Basky Legion. It's just, yeah, just the fact that my next round opponent does not have Encore is gonna make my life so much easier.
Fair.
Because I have all the setup, and if I get like Encored into Nasty Plot, and might as well it just
Hey, fair enough. Well, I look forward to seeing you in round 2, my good sir.
Yep.
Heck yeah, in that case, Jessica, Yoshi, you two are up. Make sure to hop on to the table now. Also, welcome on in, Blue. Welcome on in, Cheesy Man. Hope you two are doing fantastic. For those who are just joining us, we are currently in the middle of round 1 of the Icy Spicy tournament. As a reminder, we do have we are doing tournaments monthly. If people want to take part in them, make sure to join our Discord server, !Discord. Yeah, round 1, set 3. Thank you. Again, I'll eventually learn terminology and all of that. Also, hi, Scrub Boy. Hope you're doing fantastic. If you two could hop into table 2, that would table 3, it would be appreciated. would be appreciated. Ugh, excuse me. And we'll continue on going forward. There we go. Alright, good luck and have fun, you two. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so if we whip out the old team sheets, Yoshi is going to be using a Mega Houndoom, while Pixel is using a Mega, excuse me, a Mega Kangaskhan. So far, we've had unique Megas for every single team, which, hey, that's pretty cool, is all I'm saying. The fact that so far everyone's been using unique Megas. Respect. But yes, we are staring down currently a Sun potential Trick Room team. If I double check Yoshi's team sheet, it is a Pokey Paste. If I can grab the old link here. No Trick Room, surprisingly. Just checking. There is no Trick Room on that team. Ah, okay, so there is 500 Megastar Raptors. But yes, currently there is a bit of a weather usage on Yoshi's team, and now we begin round 1. Let's see how this goes. Off the bat, Pixel is going to start with Whimsicott Kangaskhan, giving both Tailwind and Fake Out pressure, as Yoshi starts with the Talonflame and the Garchomp, allowing for great synergy in the usage of Earthquake and Tailwind. We'll have to see which both of these trainers choose to start with. Both of them picking their first set, trying to figure out what's going on. Get the vibes going on, get the vibes. Double checking to make sure Pixel does have Fake Out. In fact, Pixel is using the iconic Fake Out Last Resort Kangaskhan. The good old beat stick. Who doesn't love the funny beat stick? I like clicking strong buttons. It's a very strong button. Off the bat, Yoshi is going to go for a quick guard. Unfortunately, it is going to block the Fake Out, making sure Talonflame still has its Gale Wings boost. Whim will set up a nice Tailwind. Garchomp also immediately going for a Rock Slide, doing decent damage, you know, nothing too crazy. Doing about a 4th to both Pokemon staring it down. I want to say it does, because I'm pretty sure, because if I remember correctly, Fake Out is immediately locked out as soon as it's used in Champions. Like, you can't just use it again. It's just a move that just straight up cannot be clicked. Jessica is going to Mega Evolve her Kangaskhan, allowing for the baby child, the little chud son, staring down the Talonflame to do pretty solid damage. Tailwind will go up, meaning Garchomp is the fastest one on the field, going for Rock Slide, potentially getting some flinches going on. Getting the flinch onto the Kangaskhan. Moonblast will connect, doing massive damage on the Garchomp. The biggest downside at the moment being the fact that Talonflame still has access to its Gale Wings priority. Both monsters staring each other down. The most unfortunate of flinches right there. Try to figure out how to approach this current setup. Double in, most likely doing large damage onto the Kangaskhan. Garchomp will be brought out there. Acrobatics will actually connect onto Garchomp, doing a large chunk. Rough Skin will make it so the Gale Wings is finally gone. Another Rock Slide coming on in, doing even more chip. Potentially risking another flinch. Flinching again! The Kangaskhan waiting on standby to be able to attack. Also, hi Luca, I hope you're doing fantastic today. Both Garchomp staring each other down, not currently aware, knowing which one is faster. Both sides do currently have Tailwind onto the field. The opposing Garchomp being faster, going for another Rock Slide with a flinch, meaning that the Mega Kangaskhan was unable to move this turn. knocking it out as Tailwind ends. The most unfortunate lead for Jessica currently. She's not out yet. The Garchomp still has enough HP to be able to do some shenanigans. Bringing out her final mon being the Slowbro. The most unfortunate usage of flinches, genuinely tragic. The Slowbro being a very interesting set. It is a regenerator leftover set, having access to Ice Beam, Icy Wind, and Psychic, being a mix of supportive and damaging. Rock Slide will go off once again, connecting into the Chomp and to the Slowbro. Acrobatics will also connect, knocking out the Garchomp. Critical hit! Doing more chip onto Talonflame. Finally, Jessica is able to use an attack, knocking out the Garchomp and hitting the Talonflame with an Icy Wind. Meaning, finally, she managed to get a KO. Thankfully, thanks to the Slowbro bulk, it was able to survive the Rock Slide by a large margin. Leftovers giving a little bit of HP back. The Houndoom finally coming out, staring down its opponent. With Slowbro not having many options into the Houndoom, it is looking rather dire currently for Jessica. Moonblast is neutral damage, but I'm currently unaware how much it necessarily does to a Houndoom, as I've never particularly looked into Mega Houndoom. I'm unfamiliar with its game, so someone in chat will have to tell me how the Houndoom does defensively, because I genuinely have no clue. The Mega Evolution is going to go off, revealing the Mega Houndoom. The Rad Skulldog. Dark Pulse will connect onto Slowbro, knocking it out instantly. Meaning most likely game 1 is going to go to Yoshi. Moonblast does connect, actually doing decent damage, doing about 37%. Acrobatics will pick up the KO, meaning Yoshi has successfully won game 1 with the double flinches. Actually, insane luck right there. Holy. Holy. Very unfortunate for Jessica. She played her best, but sometimes it just does come down to the Rock Slide. Rock Slide is the move of all time, chat. Genuinely, if you're in a situation where you don't know you're gonna win, Rock Slide. Rock Slide is genuinely just a win con sometimes. Like, honestly. When in a dire situation and you're scared of what to do, Rock Slide. But it's not over yet. Hopefully Jessica got all of her bad luck out of the way on game 1. So hopefully this match right here will hopefully go a lot better for her. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We'll have to see how it goes. Most likely adjusting leads as well with Quick Guard on the Talonflame, definitely making it a lot harder to pull off the Fake Out Last Resorts combo. Chomp also being rather scary, as we now know that at the very least Garchomp... Actually, I'm pretty sure both... We do have access to Garchomp. The Garchomp is actually max speed. So either Yoshi's Garchomp is max speed Adamant, or at max speed Jolly, or there's a genuine chance of speed ties. We don't know yet. We don't know. Either way, we're going on to game 2. Alright, off the bat, Jessica is going to send out the Kangaskhan and the Slowbro. No Whimsicott this time around. Pixel is Adamant, yes. Yoshi going for the same lead as last time, meaning there's no contest onto the potential of the, excuse me, of the Tailwind getting set up. Most likely going to go for another Quick Guard, Unless they are willing to get hit, but with the Slowbro lead, it does mean that Garchomp is within range of potentially getting KO'd with the Ice Beam. Immediately swapping it out. Bringing on in the Torkoal, setting up Sun. Allowing Houndoom to worry about that later. Kangaskhan is going to get swapped out. Bring on in Jessica's own Garchomp. Talonflame will go for a Protect. Meaning she has chosen to keep on to the Kangaskhan for later. Ice Beam will do not a ton of damage onto the Torkoal. But damage is damage, so we do take those. Currently, Talonflame does still have access to Gale Wings, Tailwind, and excuse me, Acrobatics, as both decide which is the best way to approach this current situation. Jessica does have Rock Slide, and it is indeed, actually, it is Choice Scarfed Garchomp. I just double-checked. Meaning that Yoshi's Garchomp is very goofy. Rock Slide will connect, instantly taking out Talonflame and doing even more damage onto the Torkoal. I also do believe in this current situation, Slowbro should outspeed Torkoal, causing Torkoal to actually flinch! Meaning Torkoal was actually faster than the Slowbro. That I actually did not expect that. I thought Torkoal was incredibly slow. Wait, what's Slowbro's speed stat? I thought Torkoal's base 20. Is Slowbro also base 20? I don't know. Either way, the Rock Slide instantly taking out Talonflame, meaning there's no worry of the Tailwind right now. Helping Hand will go into Garchomp, assuming that is most likely wanting to get rid of Jessica's Garchomp. Dragon Claw will connect, meaning they are most likely both scarfed. Rough Skin will connect, knocking out the Garchomp, but an Ice Beam is going to connect, instantly taking out the opposing Garchomp, meaning it is now just down to Yoshi's final two Mons. Jessica having a much better positioning at this moment. Slowbro's base 30, Torkoal just isn't minimum speed. That's crazy. Fair enough, I guess. I was just unfamiliar with this Torkoal's game. The Kangaskhan being brought out, meaning there is no situation where it is unable to go for the fake out outside of being blocked via Protects. Having a much better positioning currently. Staring down both the fire types. Granted, Sun is up, and with Houndoom's ability, Solar Power, those Heat Waves will hurt. Both Mega Evolutions being procced. The Mega Kangaskhan now onto the field. In fact, actually, Houndoom chooses not to Mega Evolve, going for a Protect off the bat. Blocking the Houndoom, so Jessica choosing to go for Solar Beam, going on from the Torkoal. Still outspeeding Slowbro, but not picking up the KO, bringing it down to 36 HP. As Jessica goes for another Icy Wind, hopefully now outspeeding the Torkoal, who is now -2. Meaning, meaning the Torkoal has speed investment. That thing outsped even at -2, meaning, yeah, that has to be, there has to be speed investment on that Torkoal. Iron Ball, is it? No, the Slowbro is leftovers. Just meaning that is an incredibly fast Torkoal. Either way, Mega Houndoom is finally onto the field. Going for the Helping Hand onto Houndoom. Seeing how this does right here. Protect will be procced onto Slowbro, allowing it to hopefully live an attack. Heat Wave will connect. Does it survive the Solar Power? Heat Wave Helping Hand boosted. And it doesn't pick up the KO onto the Kangaskhan. Meaning it is just down to the Slowbro. Slowbro only having Ice Beam and Icy Wind with no water type attacks. Oh, it was Tailwind. I didn't notice Tailwind was up. Okay, that explains a lot all of a sudden. Oh, wait, no, I forgot Whim is in the back. Okay, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. As we do know, the Whim is, I believe, sashed, so it's not over just yet. It does have access to Moonblast. We'll have to see how this goes. Also, all good, Tofu, all good. We'll figure things out. It's currently not in the best of situations at this moment. Both trainers trying to figure out how to approach this. Dark Pulse will go on to the Slowbro, knocking it down. Meaning it is now just down to Whimsicott. Moonblast goes in. Doing about over 50% damage. Heatwave will connect, bringing Whim down, not down to Sash. I thought it would have brought it down to Sash, honestly. Torkoal still staring down on the field. It's looking like Yoshi will be your set 3 winner. I'm trying, chat. Dark Pulse will connect, picking up the KO. Yoshi will be moving on to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause to both of our players. We're gonna hop on over here, see how things are going. Hello, hello, hello. What? First of all, insane game 1 with the rock slide flinches.
Oh my god, that's what it was. Okay, my short-term memory is so bad. It's like, why am I so mad? Why was I so mad about game 1? Flinches!
I got so lucky there.
That genuinely was so unfortunate. The 3 flinches in a row was crazy.
Yeah, but that was a good team. Yoshi deserved to win that. You know, I got my my old ass team out here. But
I mean,
no,
yeah,
I have fun though, because hopefully it was
for the Grand Champions Festival.
Yeah, hopefully it was interesting because I had it muted here, so I'll have to go watch the VOD, and hopefully it was at least a little interesting.
Oh no, it was definitely a good match. Like both matches were good.
Yeah,
don't worry about that.
Unique, but I've been wondering, like, why, like, is it like the fake out like last resort set when it's Mega Kangaskhan? Because with normal Kangaskhan you have Scrappy, so you can basically kill anything besides stuff that resist it. But with Mega Kangaskhan, it like you can't hit Ghost type.
Yes, that's my main thought process, is that because first off, I don't really know what I'm doing, so don't come at what I'm doing with yes, I can see, because you're gonna be like, wow, I wasn't expecting that, thinking I'm doing some next level 4D chess. No, absolutely not. I'm out here playing in the sandbox.
No, the fake out last resort is a popular set with Kanga, so like I have seen that one quite a bit.
Yeah, I just like it because I do think the first thing I do is I look at your team and do you have any ghosts? Then I know if I can Mega Evolve right away or not, or then I'll hold off on Mega Evolving until I know I need the second hit to get the KO, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't bring Sinistcha to most stuff. I bring it to like I bring it when like Talon Flame is kind of trash against the stuff with Trick Room teams. But I mostly don't bring Sinistcha.
Hey, fair
My
enough.
Logic is there for like intimidate spammers, and like it's because my matchup against some Mega Camera Trick Room teams is flipping awful. So that's why my Lodic is there.
Hey, fair enough. Either way, you both fought well. So far we've had a unique Mega in every team, so
Cool.
that's pretty rad. That's pretty rad to see. Also, question for you, Jessica. What's with the lack of ice moves on Slowbro, if you don't mind me? Not ice move, water moves.
Water. I
Yeah.
don't know because I think it's mostly I haven't really updated this team. And having ice beam, and then I think it was like, let me get some speed control and put the icy wind on there. But yeah, I should probably have Scald in there somewhere. I don't know. I don't know which one to get rid of. Maybe I'll get rid of Protect and just because he used to not even have Regenerator. He used to have whatever the other one is.
I think it was. I think it was.
I don't know what that is.
I think it was just
But
Oblivious.
The thing about Torkoal,
Yeah,
the Torkoal
'cause
is
like
not like any speed investment. It's just like the normal speed. Like it's not like any speed down. It's not any. It used to be speed down, but I did it so like it's on a Tailwind team. Why would it be speed down? And I need to outspeed like other Torkoal that are not in Trick Room. So when Trick Room's down for them. So yeah, that's why that thing is there. And it's mostly a support Torkoal, so that's also the reason why it didn't kill. Like it didn't take the Whimsicott down to sack. It's more like support oriented, so it's more bulk oriented than
Fair enough.
than it is yeah.
Fair enough.
Attack oriented.
Well, I appreciate you two joining. Thank you, Jessica, for tagging along.
Yes. Excellent. It's always fun. Hopefully I'll be available for the next one. We'll see you then.
Hell yeah. See you then. Take care.
Yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Yoshi,
Bye.
you'll be moving on to round 2. How are you feeling about your potential opponents being Richard and Raptor?
Okay, with my next round, it's either pick my poison. It's either versus Star Raptor team or versus Sand team.
Well, hopefully, I wish you best of luck when it comes to that, and we'll see you then.
Okay.
All right, Richard, Raptor, you two may hop onto table 4 now. Let's do this, ladies and germs, as we play the final match of round 1, set 4, round 1, whatever the terminology is. All right, listen, I'm still working on it, chat. I'm still working on it. Anyway, we are finally seeing our other Star Raptor of this. We do have a Mega Star Raptor team with Richard and Raptor bringing a Sand team. Double checking just to see. It is a dual Mega team, either of Aggron or Tyranitar. We'll have to see which one is brought here, both of which do heavily enjoy being in sand. Tyranitar also being one of those mons where you can bring the Mega and not proc it, it'd still do just fine. Alright, final set of round 1. With game 1 currently, Raptor sending out the Tyranitar and the Farigiraf, looking to probably set up Trick Room off the bat. Grimmsnarl and Staraptor coming out, not the best situation for the Tyranitar, as Tyranitar does not like staring down the incoming fighting type and the 100% incoming close combat. Again, the most likely set up Trick Room as soon as possible to try and outspeed this bird before it can ramp up out of control. Both great. I just realized the bird's name is the word. Okay. Oh, Lord. Tyranitar is going to get swapped out, bringing out Garchomp, which means they will take at least some chip, unless it's Sandvale Chomp. I didn't check on which ability it is. Not exactly sure. Staraptor is going to go for the Mega Evolution. Grim setting up a Reflect as well, making it even tankier for the Staraptor. Close combat connecting onto Farigiraf, actually, which will bring it down to a 32% range. No Citrus, no Trick Room either. Instead, going for a Hyper Voice. Surprisingly, I'm shocked by that. He's running Trick Room, right? Yeah, the Frigoraph does have Trick Room. Okay, I just wanted to check. It is a Trick Room Frigoraph. Just shocked they didn't go for Trick Room instead. But doing at least some damage onto Staraptor and to Grim. The +1 in the special defense definitely helping there, as it probably would have done even more if it wasn't for that. Raptor swapping out the Frigoraph, bringing in Sinisha, which will, if it does go for another close combat, it will make it so it is, does no damage. The light screen being set up. And it does connect into Sinisha, meaning no damage has been taken. Dragon Claw going on in. Doing some more chip. The Sandstorm also helping in this situation, trying to whittle away at the Staraptor becomes a massive problem. Once again, a Pokemon that is known to snowball if allowed to set up as much as it wants. Sandstorm is going to stay on the field for a few more turns. Staraptor going for a Protect. Grim having both its screens up. Most likely, it is going to go for a Parting Shot, making Grim making Garchomp even weaker in this situation and to all the opposing Pokemon. Sinisha will be brought out, restoring the health of the Staraptor. Dragon Claw will, unfortunately, not going to do damage because of the Protect. Machagacha will also be going off. Sadly, not doing a ton either. It is going to do a little bit of chip onto Sinisha. No burn, unfortunately. As we stare down the bird behind screens defense, it is incredibly tanky in this moment. Richard has yet to also reveal their final Pokemon. We don't know if it is Incineroar support or potentially Gholdengo or Garchomp. Raptor is going to bring back in Frigoraph onto the Garchomp slot. Roost going off, making this bird even tankier. Both sides trying to get up some HP that has been lost. Bringing Frigoraph back to 57%. Strength Zap connecting onto the Staraptor, meaning every Pokemon decided to just take a moment to breathe, you know, get a little HP back, while also giving Staraptor even more attack, because why not? You know, it clearly needed more attack, chat. It clearly needed it. With almost all Pokemon revealed on the field, Raptor is trying to figure out how to get out of this current situation. As Tyranitar in this situation, if brought out, will do a lot, just a lot of damage. Close combat will allow the Frigoraph to, at the very least, survive because of the redirection. Attack going up even more with Sinisha because of Strength Zap. And Trick Room finally being set, meaning Raptor side of the field will now outspeed. Coming down to now trying to stall out screens, with Staraptor fully set up, having currently +2 attack, +1 in both defenses. With access to Roost as well, this bird is a massive problem for Raptor. As the thought of, how do I get rid of this bird, is most likely going off. Raptor is going to swap out the Sinisha, bringing back Tyranitar. Sandstorm once again going back up, allowing for more chip damage. Psychic will connect, doing a respectable amount of damage. Machagacha is going to miss Frigoraph and Tyranitar. Brave Bird does connect into Tyranitar, doing a massive chunk for a resisted hit. But doing even more chip, and because of the Trick Room, that will mean Raptor does have a chance to take advantage of this current situation. Meaning there's also a chance that Raptor is going to be able to potentially take it back as soon as the bird goes down. We still don't know what the final mon is in the back. As long as it's not Garchomp, there is a chance that Raptor can still take this. Screens are slowly getting whittled at when it comes to turns. Trainers trying to figure out what is the plan here. Sinisha going for a Rage Powder. Still no Mega Evolution on the Tyranitar. Knockoff will go off. Not knocking out the Sinisha, but it will get rid of the Big Roots. Psychic will also connect to the Sinisha. Sinisha still standing! And so Raptor gets an opportunity to heal off all of the damage done. We do also now know that the Tyranitar will outspeed the Farigiraf in Trick Room. We'll have to see if Raptor manages to pull that off. Sandstorm having 3 turns left, while Trick Room having 2 turns. Is Raptor going to be able to take advantage of it? With the screens going to vanish very soon. Last turn of Reflect on Richard's side. The bird is still very much set up, but if screens go down, that may give Raptor the opportunity to take down this absolute behemoth of a creature. Richard choosing to withdraw the Sinisha, bringing back out Grimmsnarl, hoping to most likely set up even more screens. Protect will go off. Stone Edge going into Staraptor, revealing that the Tyranitar is not running Rock Slide. The double in, meaning that Richard did get the free switch. More Sandstorm Chip will go off. Still no Mega Evolution on Raptor's side. The Reflect has worn off, meaning it is now able to be set back up. Trick Room with 1 more turn on the field. Not Trick Room. Yeah, Trick Room. Brain had Bowman. Brain work? Brain maybe? I don't know. Commentating hard, chat. Commentating hard. Protect will go off with Tyranitar, protecting for any attacks. Reflect being set back up with Staraptor. A Hyper Voice will go in, doing a small amount of chip damage. Roost being set back up, meaning once again the bird is in the dominant position. As not only is it fully healed with a newly restored Reflect, the Trick Room is now over with 1 more turn of Sandstorm. Once again, Richard managed to survive all 5 turns and has the dominant positioning. The bird's just chilling there, standing there menacingly, trying to figure out how the hell do I get rid of this thing? Raptor is going to swap out, bringing back in Garchomp. And because of Sandvale, it actually manages to dodge the close combat. Spirit Break will go into Farigiraf, reducing the special attack of the upcoming attack. But instead goes for another Trick Room. Meaning the Trick Room has returned. Sandstorm is once again gone though. Lefties being procced, both trainers just staring each other down. Neither side having a KO yet. As we have now gone, I think like 10 plus turns now? This hands down being the longest match in this so far. Also, hello Takogiri, hope you're doing fantastic. Goldango finally being revealed to being the final mod of Richard. Tyranitar once again coming back out. Sandstorm being reset. Dragon Claw connecting onto and getting a critical hit! Meaning there's a genuine and the miss on the close combat! Meaning the game decided I want this bird gone! Hello, Banshee. I hope you're doing well. Cinema chat. Cinema. Fuck this bird. Hitting Raptor managed to KO the bird. Oh my god, Sinistra being brought out, healing up the Tyranitar. Oh, Tyranitar going for protect. Rage Powder procking off both these trainers. Oh. As Goldango goes through the nasty plot, setting up with Sinistra going down. Richard is now down to his final 2 Mons. Trick Room still up on the field. Raptor still not revealing which Pokemon is a Mega Evolution. Even though on the team sheet, the Tyranitar can Mega Evolve, chat. I checked. It is a Mega Tyranitar. We just have yet to see it. As Goldango and the Grimmsnarl stares down the Sinistra and the Tyranitar. I could not tell you whose game it is currently. I really could not tell you what's going on with Raptor swapping Tyranitar back out, bringing in the Garchomp once again as Rage Powder goes off. Oh, Brimstar going for a parting shot, reducing the damage of Sinistra potentially. Make It Rain coming on out, connecting with both mods, picking up the double KO. Meaning we are once again back down to, I don't know who's winning this. I got nothing, chat. I don't know who's winning this. I don't know what's going on. Farigarath coming back out. This is game 1, by the way. This has been a roller coaster of emotions. Absolute roller coaster. Trick Room is still on the field currently for one more turn. We'll have to see what these trainers decide to do. Tyranitar finally choosing the Mega Evolve. Revealing the Mega Tyranitar. Goldango going for protect, trying to stall out the Trick Room. Spirit Break will connect on the Tyranitar, bring it down to 30%. Lowering special attack, even though that don't really matter for Tyranitar there. Hyper Voice will go off, KOing the Grimmsnarl, meaning it's now just down to the Goldango. Knockoff not connecting. Trick Room is also now ended. It now comes down to, does the Goldango outspeed and does the Make It Rain KO? Sandstorm is up. Mega Tyranitar is finally here. Can it survive a neutral Make It Rain from a Goldango? That is the question we must now ask ourselves here. Sandstorm is up for one more turn. He does go for the Helping Hand. Who's faster? Goldango is faster. And gets the double KO! Meaning Richard has won game 1! Absolute insane first game. That was game 1, by the way. What a fight. Holy shit. No notes, no notes. Cinema, chat. Cinema. We went through, like, multiple emotions watching that. We went through dread. We went through horror. Excitement. Multiple emotions just, like, going through. Confusion would be another one I'd personally say. Regardless, we are going into game 2. We'll have to see if Richard is able to finish things up, or will Raptor bring in the game 3? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. My main question comes down to the delay of the Mega. Because I know some people will delay it a bit to then re-proc Sandstorm. But... oh, again, that's just me. We will have to see. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Let's do this. Game 2, ladies and gents. Leading with the Aggron and the Farigiraf, meaning the wall is here. The double Intimidate is being procced, showing the fact that Incineroar was brought this time around. Both Aggron and Farigiraf staring each other down. That is also true, Kennedy. That also could have been the case. Because, I mean, I feel like it still would, but I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Some people know. We may never know. We won't find out until later. We will have to see. We will have to see. Both trainers staring each other down, trying to figure out what is the best way to approach this. Aggron being most likely the better pick overall for the Staraptor match, as with Aggron, it does have access to Body Press for consistent damage, but along with that, it does also have Filter and the Pure Steel type. Aggron actually going for the Protect round one without the Mega Evolution. Close Combat is going to go into the Farigiraf, bringing it down to 31% HP. The Incineroar also going for a Flare Blitz. It is not going to connect onto the Aggron, meaning Trick Room has been set up already. Meaning we are once again in Trick Room. Without screens being currently set up, it is not the worst situation to currently be in for Raptor. Farigiraf losing some HP is obviously not ideal, and being double intimidated is probably not nice for Aggron, but this will at least allow for doing some more damage. Actually bringing in Conkeldurr, surprisingly. Aggron will go for the Mega Evolution, revealing the Mega Aggron. The Pure Steel Beast as he stares down this wall that he cannot crawl, Spider-Man, going for a Heavy Slam on the Staraptor. Doing about 21%. Go Chop will go into Conkeldurr, not doing a ton of damage. Close Combat connecting. This will do about 36%. Not 46%. My brain had a moment. I can math, chat. I can math. Math is something I know how to do as a Pokemon player. Yeah. Shut the hell up, chat. Sinistra is gonna come back out, healing Staraptor of any potential damage, meaning it's now back to full. It is going to go for a Protect. Conkeldurr and Aggron both staring down, revealing the fact it is carrying Thunder Punch, and Body Press also going on in. Not connecting with the Sinistra, meaning Staraptor got the heal for free. There is 2 turns also left of Trick Room. The bird is going to come back and bringing once again the Incineroar. Lowering the attack, meaning Aggron is now at -3. Thunder Punch will connect along with a Heavy Slam going into the Sinistra. And doing about 18%. Machagacha is going to come in, hitting both of these mons. Will there be a burn? That's the true question we must ask here. A burn being devastating for both these mons. Thankfully, no burn on Raptor's side, as that would have been very unfortunate there. Very, very unfortunate. We're now going to see staring down. We still have yet to see either trainer's final Pokemon. Raptor revealing the fact that his final mon is in fact Sinistra, healing up the Aggron, bringing the wall's HP back up, going for a Protect. Is Mega Raichu X washed? I haven't seen Raichu X yet, so who knows. Machagacha is going to go off. It does land onto the opposing Sinistra, not doing a ton of damage, doing about 15%. And Trick Room is over. Meaning Raptor's now got to figure out a way to set it back up so the wall can do some stuff. Still not knowing what is in the bag for Richard. Most likely Gold Dingo again. We'll have to find out. Trainers taking their time to figure out what their best move is. Raptor bringing back out Conkeldurr. Aggron once again staying on the field. Still -3 attack, by the way. Flare Blitz will go on to the Aggron, doing a respectable amount of damage. Causing some recoil onto the Incineroar. Body Press once again being Rage Powdered away. Protecting the Incineroar. I also just got a funny alert on my phone. All right, let me just check that real quick. There we go. We're good to go. Sorry about that. Finally, the Aggron has been swapped out. Conkeldurr will get a little bit of healing on his phone. Not phone. Fuck. I need sleep, chat. Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna chug coffee. Parting shot's gonna go on to the Conkeldurr. Oh lord. Reducing the attack of any incoming strike from the Conkeldurr. I will say Conkeldurr is very cool. I'm a big fan of Conkeldurr. If only there was Flame Orb. I'm just saying, alright? If we got Flame Orb, then maybe Conkeldurr would be pretty great. Not gonna lie. Staraptor's coming back out. Knockoff going into Sinistcha, reducing its HP and knocking off the big root, meaning it won't be obtaining as much HP from its attacks going forward. Still probably a lot though, as it can just click Strength Zap and just get a fuck ton of HP off a Staraptor thanks to Contrary. Is if I remember correctly, again, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I'm pretty sure that Strength Zap scales depending on the attack stat, if I remember correctly. Rage Powder is going to go off. A Brave Bird into the Sinistcha, knocking it out instantly. The first KO with a crit. The first KO of Game 2. Strength Zap going on into the Staraptor, healing up Sinistcha back to full. Thunder Punch connecting, doing a good chunk onto the Staraptor. Unfortunately, with the lack of the Trick Room, there's a high chance it will just go for Roost next turn. Frigarath coming back onto the field. Its damage no longer being able to recover as the lack of Sinistcha on Raptor side of the field. Also, hey, Trojan. Yes, I do host tournaments monthly. You can find them on my Discord server, !Discord, or linked in the description if people want to join them. As both Pokemon stare down their opponents, trying to figure out what's the best way to approach here. Staraptor having a massive advantage currently, actually choosing to swap out the Staraptor, bringing back in the Incineroar, weakening Conkeldurr even more. Raptor actually swapping the Frigarath back out, bringing in the Aggron. Sinistcha going for the Machagacha. Will it burn? Doing a large chunk of damage onto Conkeldurr this time around. Burning Aggron! Thunder Punch will go in, doing barely anything, as Aggron is now on a timer. Currently, if we check, the Conkeldurr is down to -2 with the Aggron being burned. It is looking like Richard will be moving on. Will be moving on to round 2. The final mon being revealed, showing the fact that it is Grimmsnarl, meaning Richard did go for the full support for the Staraptor. Parting Shot going off, weakening the Conkeldurr even more. As Richard does bring in, we'll have to see, what's the mon, we don't know, it's the bird once again. The Drain Punch doing only 8% onto the Mega Staraptor. Without Trick Room being up, it is looking very dire for Raptor at this moment. Leftovers giving a little bit of healing on the Farigarath, bringing it back up, but it's still within close combat range, and Conkeldurr still is being within Bravebird range at any moment. Grim being on the field, now allowing it to set up anything it wants. Grim actually being swapped back out, bringing back in Sinisha, meaning that Staraptor, once again, say it with me, has been healed. Conkeldurr being swapped out, bringing back in the Aggron, resetting all the stat drops of the attack, lowering close combat, connecting onto the Farigarath, knocking it out, as it increases both defenses. Farigarath does go down. Aggron going down next turn, meaning Richard is going to round 2. GG. Hello, gentlemen. How are we feeling after that match?
I'm feeling pretty terrible because I definitely could have played better.
Hey, it happens to the best of us, my dude. Don't sweat it.
That first game, I was so worried about the Staraptor that I ended up letting the Goldango kill me, dude.
Well, Goldango being...
I should have just stayed with the Sandstorm team again, because it would have been so much easier to deal with.
I will say, like, do give yourself some credit. Both the Megas you did have, no matter what, were weak to Staraptor, so it was definitely a negative matchup. But you played as best as you could, and the crit on the Staraptor was hype as fuck, so you at least get style points for that. So, truly a beautiful there.
It hurt a bit when I saw that Garchomp ended up getting killed by Goldango's Make It Rain, because I thought it was going to miss too.
Either way, you fought very well for the matchup you were put into, because generally Staraptor is a scary mon to go against, especially with Aggron and Tyranitar, so give yourself some credit, my dude.
Thank you. I'm glad this was my first ever tournament, though.
Yeah, and I hope to see you in future ones, my dude.
I would love to.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you around.
Richard, you played perfectly, down to the last minute detail.
Hell yeah. And Richard, how are we feeling, my dude? How are we feeling?
The Woody theory is real. Chapter 5, Deltarune, it will be revealed.
Damn, I didn't realize we were gonna be talking Undertale today. That's crazy. But hey, you fought the Goldango. Getting the double KO in game 1 was absolutely beautiful. That was peak cinema right there, my good sir. And the absolute just pivoting you had to do with Staraptor was mwah.
The bird is the word.
Hey, it clearly got you there. So hey, by all means, how you feeling going? Knowing that Yoshi is your next round opponent, how are you feeling?
Well, it really. I mean, we'll see, because like just looking at the team based solely on Mega Evolutions, the like Staraptor tends to have looks like it'll have a better matchup in terms of just looking at like typing and stuff. But again, like we'll see how things go.
Hell yeah, man. We'll see you then. Also, hello, Finity Fanfictions. Welcome on in. All right, gamers.
Yeah, I invited my friends into the chat.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, dude. All right, so round 2 is coming up shortly. It is Kennedy versus Tofu. Before we begin, though, I'm going to take a quick second to use the restroom chat. So give me a quick minute, and then we'll start round 2. Blah.
My fellow Warriors, we will defeat the woods. We will conquer the giants. And we will figure out exactly what happened on August 11th. But if you want the answers, if you want truth, and if you want justice, listen to what I have to say. You must look up Eagle Orb on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or any other streaming platform you think may be applicable because you know what, it might be on there. This is the search for the truth, my fellow orbists. This is the search for the truth, and we will find it in Eagle Orb.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
You better listen to Ego Orb.
I keep.
Sorry, my net disconnected. I'll be right back.
You're.
No.
It's all good. We are back. Hello, Spin Dash. Welcome on in. As a reminder, this is round 2, Tofu versus Kennedy. We're just waiting for Kennedy to hop back into the room, and we'll be all.
I'm back. I'm back in the mood.
Awesome, awesome. Let's do this. In that case, let's do this, gamers. Can we get some
Good luck,
O's?
Tofu.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, you're all good. Hop on in when you two are ready. I'll deafen now. There we go. Can we get some 07s in chats, lads, for Kennedy v. Tofu? Kennedy repping the Mega Pyroar with Tofu repping the Mega Star Raptor. Let's check this out. Richard isn't allowed to lose after he beat me. Hey, we will see. We will see. Once again, we are back with Pyroar versus Star Raptor slash Delphox. Most likely gonna be the Star Raptor if I had to assume. Both these players being very well known for being skilled players inside of our microcosm of the internet. For those who are new here. And if you guys are new here and you're liking what you're seeing, do consider dropping a follow. Would be appreciated. And again, if you want to join future tournaments in the future, make sure to join the Discord, !Discord. We do tournaments monthly. So by all means, by all means. Oh, Scoozy. Hello, Dragon. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Both trainers picking their mons very carefully. Trying to figure out what's the best way to begin this matchup. Swampert, Samurott, my beloved. Samurott is fantastic. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Here we go, the beginnings of round 2. We got some banger traps, actually bringing the Mega Delphox. Surprisingly bringing Mega Delphox instead of the Star Raptor from the looks of things. Leading Grim Delphox versus Cantonian Ninetales and Sneasler, both mons staring each other down. It's not the absolute best matchup for Sneasler in this moment, as Delphox does have access to Psychic, which will hurt quite a bit onto Sneasler. I don't know if you know this, Sneasler doesn't like Psychic type attacks. That thing will get atomized. Like, just actually atomized. Ninetales being swapped back out. Bringing in the Pyroar. A nerve being triggered, not really necessarily doing anything. Delphox is here, revealing that it is indeed Mega Delphox. Immediately popping off the evolution right there. Fake Out is going to connect onto Delphox, doing a honestly respectable amount of damage. Reflect is also getting set up, meaning unfortunately the respectable amount of damage may not have to worry as much. But Pyroar did safely get in, meaning it does not have to worry about any potential damage getting swapped out. Sneasler is going to be swapped out, bringing in Ninetales once again. Most likely anticipating a Psychic onto that slot. Pyroar going for the Mega Evolution, showing off its beautiful locks. Absolutely beautiful locks. With Delphox going for a Protect, most likely Grim is going to try and get a Light Screen up, letting it survive any potential Hyper Beam that the Pyroar does have access to. Instead, Pyroar will go for a Heat Wave. The combination of Sun and its ability actually allowing it to two-shot and burn Grimmsnarl. Insane damage coming on in from the Pyroar. For those who need a reminder, Pyroar's ability it does a 1.5 multiplier to all fire-type attacks, meaning paired with the Sun's 50% increase of fire-type attacks is chunking things even that resist it. And that's with Light Screen up, by the way. Actual really crazy damage from the Pyroar. Both trainers trying to figure out what to do in this current situation. The Grim does have Parting Shot as well, swapping out the Delphox, revealing the Incineroar coming on and being able to resist any fire-type attacks coming their way. Parting Shot will, in fact, land on Pyroar, pretty much bringing it back down to neutral damage due to the screens and the Parting Shot. Delphox also coming back in. Immediately, Heat Wave connecting. Not doing a ton, but honestly decent damage. Another Heat Wave coming on in, continuing to do some ship onto both the opposing fire types. There's a lot of fire types on the field right now. Goddamn. Light Screen making sure that Tofu is healthy, actually also showing the fact that it is not like Clay. If we double check the team sheets real quick, Tofu is actually repping, wait, no, it is like Clay. Wait. Okay, so it is like Clay, it just doesn't, I don't know, Champions is weird. It showed the 8 earlier for some stuff, and now it's not. Champions is just being funky, okay? It's fine. Champions is being champions. Everything will be fine, you know, just... It's fine. It's fine. Sneasler's coming back on out. Choosing to protect the Pyroar from any incoming attacks. Most likely a Fake Out. Yup, there we go. Protecting itself from Fake Out right there. Delphox setting up a nasty plot. But thanks to Sneasler, does have the opportunity for Fake Out pressure. Currently, Light Screen is up for a few more turns. And the Pyroar is, unfortunately, -1 in special attack. So even if it does go for a Hyper Beam onto the Delphox, it is not going to be doing a ton of damage. Kennedy deciding to swap it out safely, bring out Whimsicott instead. Most likely trying to get some form of speed control onto the field. Oh, both sides revealing their final mons, being Whimsicott and Basculegion. It will go for a close combat. Unfortunately, not connecting onto the Basculegion because of its ghost typing. Both mons, both sides of the field staring each other down, trying to figure out what's the best way to approach next. The sun is down, so we'll have to see how Kennedy deals with that. The Whimsicott can set it back up, but most likely wants to go for his Tailwind instead, which is the move that he decides to go for. Actually keeping in the Sneasler, going for a Dire Claw onto the Delphox, doing a respectable amount of damage. Unfortunately, no secondary effects have been procced. Wave Crash going on in and picking up the KO onto the Sneasler. The Basculegion is Choice Scarfed, meaning it is locked into Wave Crash unless it chooses to swap out. Heat Wave will bring down Whim to Sash. Meaning Kennedy is now just down primarily the burn proccing! Meaning that Whim is down, the double KO being picked up! It is now just down to Ninetales and the Pyroar. With the sun going back up and Tailwind being there, it is not impossible, just a lot more difficult. The Delphox is also chunked for a good chunk. A Heat Wave might do a good chunk of damage with the fact that there is no longer -1. It just could barely be enough to pick up a KO, at least onto the Delphox. With the sun also being up, the Wave Crash will have reduced damage, hopefully allowing for either Pokemon to be able to tank a hit. Incineroar coming back out, lowering the attack. Thankfully, both these mons are indeed special attackers, so they're not too worried about it. Heat Wave is going to be clicked with the Pyroar, doing a decent amount of damage to Incineroar. Bringing it down to 50% HP. A Solar Beam will also connect onto the Incineroar slot. Not doing a ton of damage, only doing 7%. And proccing the Citrus Berry, bringing Incineroar back. Tofu does currently have Fake Out pressure on their side of the field. It's going to be a lot harder for Kennedy to come back from this currently, but it is not impossible. It's not over till it's over, as we say around here. But the Fake Out pressure is felt as the Pyroar does go for the Protect. Ninetales also going for Protect right there. Fake Out is going to connect specifically onto the Pyroar. Psyshock going into the Ninetales slot, also showing the fact it is Psyshock. Reflect will be lost, meaning next turn is the final turn of Light Screen, meaning Pyroar, at the very least for 2 turns after this turn, will have its full-powered, sun-boosted, Fire Main-boosted Heat Waves. Tailwind is also still up for 1 more turn on Kennedy's side, so he'll at the very least have speed control for 1 more turn. As Tofu goes for the Protect, Kennedy continues to click Heat Wave, doing at least some damage onto the Incineroar, bringing it down to 45%. Ninetales also going for Heat Wave, both sides just trying to get as much damage as possible. Tofu does go for the parting shot onto the Pyroar, reducing its special attack and damage output. As Tofu decides to bringing back the Grimstar, which will allow him to set back up the Light Screen, meaning that the damage reduction will still be felt. Both sides staring each other down, trying to figure out how to handle this current situation that we are currently in with both sides. Kennedy is still full HP on both his Pyroar and his Ninetales. Light Screen coming back up. Tailwind is over on Kennedy's side, meaning the Delphox is once again the fastest mon on the field, going for a Psyshock. And one-shotting the Pyroar, meaning it is now a 4v1 with Ninetales. Heatwave doing a decent amount, but not enough to pick up the KO on either Pokemon. Kennedy decided to cut his loss early. The first round will go to Tofu. What an insane round 1 that was. Genuinely, either side could have won that in that situation. We are now going to go into the game 2. And surprising, like, I'm damn shocked the fact we didn't see the bird. I would have put money on seeing the bird. I would have put money on that. As we go into round 2, both trainers take a moment to decide which is the best Pokemon to bring into this current situation. The Delphox has revealed itself to be able to do a lot of damage for just kind of just chilling on the field. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So I also figure out why I'm getting pinged on multiple. We have him. You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, round 2. Let's do this, gamers. Tofu brings, once again, the Star Raptor, getting a double Intimidate onto both Sneasler and Samurott. Reducing them down twice. Thankfully, the Sneasler is able to proc the White Herb, meaning it is at the very least back to neutral, but with Samurott being reduced down to -2, both these Mons do not want to be staring down a Megastar Raptor at this moment, with fake out pressure and the fear of either a close combat onto the Samurott or a Brave Bird onto the Sneasler. The Samurott is going to get swapped out, bringing in the Whimsicott. Tofu actually choosing to bring back the Incineroar, bringing in Basculegion, allowing it to have the flip turn Choice Scarf pressure. Megastar Raptor once again on the field, staring down all of the opposition. Also going for a Protect, meaning it does not have to worry about any fake out there. Close combat is going to go into the Basculegion slot, making it so this turn, for the most part, nothing really happened this turn. Nothing really happened here. Thankfully, Staraptor has not been set up to really do anything yet. So, it's still anyone's match currently at this moment. Just wanted to reset the lead, you know, pull a mulligan, you know. Had to fix everything, you know. We'll see what happens here. We also do have to remember that Kennedy's Whimsicott is not running Encore. Tofu choosing to actually swap it out, bringing back in the Incineroar, reducing the Sneasler's damage output. Sunny Day is brought out, meaning if any water type attack is clicked, it will be reduced in damage, also allowing the Pyro Layer to do some damage there. Dire Claw will connect, doing at least a solid chunk there. The crit Wave Crash. The damage reduction of the sun definitely mattered there, as without that, he would have 100% gone down to Wave Crash. In just, holy. Definitely, definitely thankful for the Wave Crash there. Definitely. Not with the Wave Crash. Sunny Day. Brain. Brain is having a moment. Oh, brain not working. Tofu once again swapping out the Basculegion, showing the fact that the final mon is indeed Grimmsnarl. Whimsicott being swapped out, bringing back in the Shredder. Fake Out will connect onto Sneasler, knocking it out. It does mean Kennedy did get a safe switch in on the Samurott. Pyroar coming on in. Hello, Gardevoir. Hope you're doing fantastic. Pyroar staring down the opposition. Light Screen most likely being ready to get set up. It is not looking particularly well for Kennedy at this moment. But we will have to see. Tofu choosing to actually swap out the Incineroar, bringing back in the Basculegion, most likely anticipating a Razor Shell coming his way. Hello, Ankush. Hope you're doing well. Mega Pyroar is coming on in. Hoping to do probably some decent damage. We'll have to see if he went for a Ceaseless Edge or a Razor Shell. it actually being a Sacred Sword. The Basket Legion being fully immune to it, and the Grimmsnarl dodging the Heat Wave. Does he at the very least get the burn? Unfortunately, no burn for Kennedy. A very unfortunate turn for the guy. Holy, that is quite unfortunate. With Grimmsnarl still standing, he has the full opportunity to set up his Reflect along with his Light Screen. Instead, going for a protecting himself from the parting shot. He goes for a Sacred Sword onto the Grimmsnarl. Doing about 40%, flip turn will connect. Allowing for the Basket Legion to be pivoted out, most likely back into the Incineroar. Tofu thinks for a moment. Will he bring back the Staraptor or the Incineroar? And Stack actually chooses to bring back in the Staraptor. Staraptor having a target of either Pyro or Samurott to click close combat into. It is not looking particularly well. Pyro gets swapped out, bringing in the Cottony. Not Cottony, Whimsicott. I know how to say words. Protect going off. Parting shot connecting at least onto the Whimsicott, allowing it to tank it for the Pyroar. As Tofu thinks for a moment, trying to decide, will he bring back in the Basket Legion or the Incineroar? Incineroar once again comes back out, reducing the damage of the Samurott. Sacred Sword connecting, doing a large chunk onto Incineroar, proccing the Citrus Berry. Another Sacred Sword most likely being a 2-shot range. The sun is back being down. Whimsicott having to choose, will it set up the sun? Or will it set up a Tailwind? As no matter what, is most likely going to get hit with a Fake Out and a Brave Bird. Deciding to swap out Samurott, brings back in the Pyroar. If he went for a close combat into its slot, it is a scary situation to be, as either of those Pokemon will go down to a close combat. Whim does get hit by it, and is taken out with the dual Wing Beat, meaning it is now just down to the Pyroar and the Samurott, neither having Tailwind or the Sunny Day. Samurott comes out. Both Mons staring down the Mega Staraptor, having a massive advantage at this moment. As currently there is still a Light Screen protecting it from a Heat Wave. Incineroar no longer having the Fake Out pressure. It is going to go for a Protect. Does he double into the Incineroar? Razor Shell going in. Does not connect. Overheat. Protecting twice. Parting Shot will go off, reducing the damage of the Samurott. Also allowing for a pivoting opportunity for the Incineroar. Bringing back in the Basket Legion. All three of these Mons that Tofu decided to bring have pivoting options, both Parting Shot and Flip Turn, allowing incredible opportunities to just pivot around. With the Basket Legion being Choice Scarf, it does make it the fastest Mon on the field currently. We'll have to see what Kennedy manages to do. It is, again, looking rather dire in this current situation. Protect will go off. Razor Shell does connect into Basket Legion, doing a little chunk. But it does lower defense. Wave Crash does connect onto the doesn't connect onto the Pyroar thanks to Protect, but Close Combat will picking up the KO. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, Tofu will be moving on to the finals. With just Pyroar on the field, staring down a Staraptor, a Basket Legion, a Grimmsnarl, and an Incineroar. It is a 4v1. Wave Crash does connect, confirming for a fact that Tofu will be moving on. GG's to both our players. Both fought incredibly well. GG. Good games, you two. Good games. Holy, what an insane bunch of matches there. How are we feeling, gentlemen?
I would like to reiterate previous statement.
Oh, yes?
I hate this.
Star Raptor is the bird, man. It is the bird of all time.
It didn't help that I. It didn't help that I got hard red on the 2 turns.
Holy. Oh,
that
sorry?
was me actually, like, looking into what you were saying about Star Raptor earlier, and I was just like, they're gonna target down Star Raptor. I'm gonna fake it. Like, I'm gonna show it, and then pretty much build up for Bastion Legion, actually. Because I was, like, looking over your team sheet, and I could just, like, switch in Bastion Legion and not get punished for it, aside from maybe a stray Solar Beam. Which, like, why would you click Solar Beam into, like, Incineroar?
I mean, if I had picked Ceaseless Edge instead of Sucker Punch, I probably could have got some good progress there.
It really didn't matter what you walked into, to be honest with you.
You were running like hard pivot, so the spikes would have actually racked up the game.
Oh yeah, but like on that last turn, especially, it's just like I had to just see what you locked into and bring in either or just like kind of just decided which one I'm going to use against you, like either Star Raptor or Bastion Legion, and you kind of picked Bastion Legion on that one. But the spikes, yeah, it's just that I kind of did disrespect Ninetales, especially in the game 1. I kind of saw the damage did with Heatwave behind my screens, and it's just like, oh, I can, if I keep the Pyroar from moving, then my Delphox is actually like free to set up, and then after it sets up, since I saw your Garchomp is life orbed, that means that +2 Psyshock kills that. So like literally everything on your team dies to Delphox at +2. So I was like, I need to get Delphox +2, not take more than 70%, and that's kind of what happened. Also,
I'm not gonna lie.
I tried making Samurott work for a little bit, and I was like running damage calculations and like trying on a ladder, and it's just like, no matter what, how much I think Samurott's gonna do, it does less, and it makes me sad. Actually, it makes me sad. It's like, okay, this move's gonna do 90%, and then does like 70, and I'm like, what? And I remember it's like 105 or something, and like, sure, I was like, but it has sharpness. Surely that won't matter, and then it does not that much.
I mean,
damage.
Ceaseless Edge is still a 65 base power move, you know?
Yeah.
Well, 65 base, like that's 65 base power. Why can and I do like Sacred Sword. And I
also, hi, Metagross. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. I forgot to say that. Thank you. I hope you're doing fantastic.
I think, I don't know, if it had like 10 or 15 more base attack, I would like it a lot more. But then, when you brought it, I was just like, okay, well, they're not gonna click the stab water move into Incineroar, so I can just put Incineroar in front of it. And I kind of like, yeah, that's what I did. That was my thought process.
To be honest, I was kind of out of it because I ended up just throwing Unga Bunga press button. And twice I just got protect locked by a Staraptor, so I kind of deserve to lose that one, you know?
Sometimes you just want to click Unga Bunga, you know? Sometimes.
You played really well, GG.
Yeah, GG. That and like I said earlier, it's like this Whimsicott doesn't have the Encore. I can protect and pivot around. I think
honestly, I think my biggest mistake is that for some reason I didn't bring Garchomp.
Yeah, that like Rock Slide into Delphox definitely does like.
I mean, I saw a game one helping
I'm actually running Delphox.
Helping Hand Rock Slide just KO'd. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh. But yeah,
it is tough when I can click Intimidate and then go into screens and then priority parting shot you. That's the tough thing. You really have to, like, with these pivoting teams, you really have to like stop and think. If you click, say, Solar Beam into my Incineroar, does that lose you the game instantly? If not, just like go for it. And if they pivot, then they pivot wrong, then they lose. But if you think that you can just like get it like with a Solar Beam in that slot and not lose instantly, then I don't know, that's a little tip for dealing with these pivot teams.
I mean, like I said, I was doing a lot of things, but thinking wasn't one of them, you know.
Oh.
I
guess I actually gotta go. Can I like retroactively forfeit if Kennedy wants to keep playing?
If you want to do that, I mean, yeah. If you gotta go, then yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, if Kennedy wants to keep playing anyway.
Yeah, sure, I can. I got my ass kicked, but sure.
Alright. GG's. In that case, I guess Kennedy's still going, man. Congrats, my dude. Take care, Tofu. Thank you for dropping on in.
Maybe next time you're not playing on this on a cool community day, because I want to go get some Frigipacks.
Hey, I respect the community day grind, and thank you for the hydrate star rod. Everyone say GG's in the chats, and thank you for tagging along, Tofu.
Nice.
See ya, man. In that case, Kennedy's moving on to the finals. How are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? Oh. All right. In that case. Oh, sorry?
I feel like it's going to be extremely dishonest if I win, but I'm probably going to end up playing the Staraptor team. So.
Hey, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Richard and Yoshi, you two are up, my good sir. Hop onto the table. Let's see who Kennedy's opponent will be in the finals. Good luck, you two. Good luck, good luck. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Wait, what? Hey, I just got kicked out of the room. Oops. Did the room end, or...
No, the room's still going for us.
Okay, end that battle real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, that decided to happen, chat. Oops. Wait, if the room is still up, does the room ID still work? Hold on. Let's see if this still works in that case. Hold on. Yeah, listen, Pokemon Champions is being Pokemon Champions, alright? You want to join Hailstone's room? Sick, guys. I just joined my own room. Alright, awesome. In that case, you two are good to start battling now.
Oh, well. I forfeited, so.
Well, you know what? It's all good. It's all good.
Yep.
Oh. Pokemon Champions is a game of all time. It is a game of all time, gamers. I got kicked out of my own room, so I had to join my own room. Oh, fucking lay. Alright. If it's gonna be so kind as to now letting us in, thank you. There we go. Okay. Now we can begin the final round, the final game of round 2. We have Yoshi's Mega Houndoom team versus Richard's Megastar Raptor team. Whoever wins this will be the one fighting against Kennedy in the finals. Let's get some 07s in chat. Let's do this, gamers. Also, I apologize for my stuttering today. I think I'm getting down with something. I don't know what it is, but I have a minor headache, so it's like, oof. Yeesh. Alright, we got the banger Gen 6 gym theme. Hell yeah. Grimmsnarl and Staraptor coming on out, staring down the Talonflame and the Houndoom. We got dark types, we got flying types, we got fire types. Bro, we got like all of the matchups right now. And Intimidate will go off from the Staraptor. The only Pokemon it really affecting is the Talonflame, who more realistically wants to go for a Tailwind anyway, so it doesn't really necessarily care that much. Another side really having fake out pressure, but Houndoom staring down the Staraptor off the bat. Staraptor is also going to go for the Mega Evolution off the bat. We'll have to see how much what happens here, as the Houndoom is also going to Mega Evolve, immediately bringing in the Mega Houndoom. As both Mega Evolutions stare each other down. The bird going for Protect turn 1, as Grimmsnarl is most likely going to go for immediately going for actually acrobatics onto it. Light screen being set up, meaning it is going to resist any attack that the Houndoom does want to go for. Houndoom going for a Heat Wave is unfortunately not boosted by solar power at this moment, but at least will do a small chunk, about close to a 4th, onto the Grimmsnarl there. The lack of sun definitely is felt at this moment. Houndoom going for a Protect off the bat. Talonflame staring down, going for an Acrobatics, actually bringing it down to 40%, and because of the Gale Wings, it goes up before the Reflect. And potentially, if Close Combat went to the Houndoom, meaning Gale Wings is still in play. Insane pivoting from Yoshi right here. Not pivoting, or insane plays from Yoshi right here. Again, lack of coffee. My coffee is gone. This is what happens when, like, my brain is just struggling to think. I appreciate everyone still following along. I am coffee? That's crazy. Hi, Jess. The bird's in kill range. It is! Reflect is up, though, so we potentially could live in Acrobatics. We'll have to see what is going to be the play here. The bird, once again, going for another Protect. Talonflame going for an Acrobatics. It does not connect. Nasty Plot is being set up, meaning at the very least, Houndoom is going to set up a Nasty Plot. Spirit Break connecting onto Houndoom, doing a decent chunk, and lowering its special attack, meaning it is only down to +1 at this moment, but still +1 is +1. PSA, man, this fuck-ass bird. This bird, once again, do be the word. What a silly bird. What a silly mon. What a silly mon, am I right, chat? Yoshi is going to swap out Talonflame, bringing in Torkoal. This bird is my friend. I don't think this bird is anyone's friend. Richard actually swapping out the bird, bringing in Goldango to a Heat Wave. And Yoshi picking up the double KO. Holy. The Nasty Plot plus the Solar Power. It is going to take a little bit of HP, as Solar Power does require HP to give the boost. The bird coming back onto the field. Along with the Sinisha, it will restore some HP, but because of the double KO, it will mean that there will be no more screens once the screens are gone. Yoshi's thinking, what is his next play? Currently, at this moment, the bird will most likely outspeed. A Rage Powder is also not necessarily an option at this moment due to the fact that it is running Heat Wave, and it gives it spread options. We might potentially see the Houndoom take out the bird. Potentially. He is going to go for the Helping Hand. No idea if it will outspeed. We're about to find out. And it outspeeds! And gets another double KO! Meaning Yoshi managed to defeat the bird! Meaning Yoshi, the Mega Houndoom player, is moving on, is won game 1, holy. Not moving on to round 3, holy. Okay, brain is all over the place. Houndoom is 15, Staraptor is 112, gotcha. Holy, thank you for the watch streak. With Houndoom outspeeding the Staraptor, we are moving on to game 2. With this knowledge in mind, Houndoom managing to pick up KOs. One setup. We'll have to see how Richard adapts with this information. Now knowing that the Houndoom is in fact a threat if allowed to set up. And I'm sure Kennedy is feeling a lot of relief knowing that there is a chance that he might not face down the Staraptor in the finals. Potentially, we'll have to see. Both trainers picking their mons, figuring out how to approach this. What is the play? How do I counteract what I've just fought? And the fact that the Heat Wave did actually just a ridiculous amount of damage in that situation. Obviously, it was also Helping Hand boosted, Solar Power boosted, +1 boosted, Sun boosted, which was just oof. Oh, Lord. We will have to see. Richard leading Staraptor and Garchomp off the bat, with Milotic being led, meaning Milotic is actually going to get a competitive boost from here. Both birds have been brought into the field. A Garchomp staring down this Milotic. The Milotic, if I remember correctly, if we double check, the Milotic here from Yoshi is running Ice Beam. So if it does connect onto the Garchomp, we'll immediately one-shot at +2 into the, with Milotic. And now knowing that even with screens up, even not screens, even with -1 and Reflect up, it will still do a massive chunk with Acrobatics. Once again, going for a Protect right here. Choosing to actually set up the Tailwind instead, possibly predicting the turn 1 Protect. Going for the Ice Beam onto the Garchomp, it was predicted! Instantly KOing the Garchomp. Just immediately taking out, keeping the Gale Wings boost as well. Meaning no matter what, even with Tailwind up, it's going to outspeed and hit for max damage with its itemless Acrobatics. Grim is brought out. He will have to decide, is he going for Reflect or is he going for Light Screen? Either way, putting massive pressure with having a +2 Ice Beam or even a -1 Acrobatics. It does about, like, what, 60%? With Staraptor not having any boosts at this moment, it is insane staring it down. Both Yoshi and Richard trying to figure out what is the best way to approach. having to most likely decide between screens, it is going to swap out, bringing out Sinisha instead. But regardless, it is going to do a large chunk. Light screen is going to get set up, meaning the Ice Beam is not going to do as much, but will still do a decent amount of damage, picking up the KO onto the Sinisha. Meaning already, Richard is staring down a potential defeat in the situation. That is also very true. If Richard clicks Spirit Break onto Milotic, it is just going to give it another boost. It is not looking good for Richard at this moment. A Protect is going to go off, trying to keep the bird alive as much as possible. The Acrobatics is going to connect into the Protect right there. Trying to weaken the bird as much as possible in this situation. Ice Beam is also going to hit the Protect here. Able to get to the parting shot, meaning the bird is currently at -2 attack. Not sure if it's worth keeping in at this point. Going for Acrobatics, still doing 46%. Reflect finally getting set up. And an Ice Beam going on in, picking up the KO. Meaning Yoshi is going to move on to the finals with a 4v1. Staring down the Grim. There is the forfeit. Holy. Oh, hello, hello, holy. What in... what? Hello, Yoshi. Hello, Richard. First of all, can I just say, what an insane Game 2 that was. Good heavens.
Yeah, I was studying him, and I saw that he always protects turn 1. He always protects turn 1. So I was like, he always protects every other turn. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna nasty clap because he's gonna protect, trying to keep the bird alive. And I'm gonna set. What did I do turn 1? Oh yeah, I sent you to Torkoal. Yeah. So
he played me.
So yeah.
It was fantastic.
No, that was really.
That Houndoom was faster.
I actually didn't know. I actually did not know.
He was really good against Turn. Because Houndoom is always faster. Unless they have Tailwind up, but that's about it. But I can set up my own Tailwind.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting that that matchup to go as that direction. In my head, Bird easily beats the Houndoom, but managed to set up his position where the Houndoom was going to pick up the KO there. It genuinely just insane, insane setup in that situation. And Richard, you also did play quite well. It does sound like that Yoshi was able to pick up some behavior. So maybe, like, you know, able to take that into future matches as knowledge.
Yeah. I got too comfortable after that game 1. After that, like, round 1.
So the reason why I swapped the Houndoom first play to my Milotic is because like I thought he was gonna like do instant instead of Garchomp, but it worked out because of the Intimidate from the start out there.
He's like I went into game 1 fully expecting the Milotic lead, because I was looking at team sheets, and it was like, okay, this Milotic is going to be a problem. And then game 1 happens, and I get read like a freaking book. So yeah, that very well played. Very well played.
And Houndoom is also good against not every single prankster bot because they can't like encore me. They can't parting, like Gunstar can't parting shot me. Like, so basically it's basically unstoppable if I get enough boost. And I'm faster than the opponent, obviously.
Yeah. Either way, you both fought very well, and thank you for joining, Richard. I hope to see you in future stuff, my dude.
Yep.
And I hope you have a...
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Hell yeah, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, my dude.
That was a good
It is nice that it is nice. Yeah, it is nice that the finals is not going to be Mega Star Raptor versus Mega Star Raptor.
It's cat versus
like
dog.
Yeah. It also, I mean, it is a shame. I was going to spend the totally real prize pool on a bunch of hookers and.
Yeah, I don't think you can buy hookers with artwork, at least to my knowledge. You know, that's something I haven't I'm kidding, Twitch, YouTube and Twitch. I'm kidding, but have a good rest of your day, my dude. Thank you for joining.
Yep. Thank you. Have a good day, Richard.
All right. Yoshi and Kennedy, if you two could hop into the table 1, good luck and have fun, you two. All right. Also, hello, Lucario. I hope you're doing fantastic. Gamers, it is time for the finals. Kennedy versus Yoshi. Mega Pyroar versus Mega Houndoom. Not exactly how I thought it would go, but here we are. Let's see how this goes. I mean, let's sure go. There we go. Let's do this shit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this goes. If it would also let me into spectate, that would be awesome. I would really like to be able to hop on in here. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do this. Can we get some 07s in chat? Let's do this. Staring down each other. Both Megas on standby. Cat versus Dog. Who just also happen to be both fire type and also weak to fighting as well. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Both absolutely aura farming on each other. God damn. Leading with the Garchomp and the Whim. And leading with the Garchomp and the Talonflame. Wow. Who would have thunk we'd stare down both the Tailwind Setters and the Garchomps? I know, crazy. It's almost like both of these are it's almost like both of these are just very solid brings on lead. Almost like Garchomp on lead is incredibly strong as well. Wow, who would have thunk? Immediately going for acrobatics onto the Whimsicott, showing for the fact that the Talonflame is going to outspeed the Whimsicott, bringing it down to Sash. Instead of setting up its own Tailwind, Tailwind is going to be set up. Garchomp staring down its opponent, meaning the Garchomp is going to... Garchomp is going to outspeed, going for the Dragon Claw, immediately picking up the KO onto Yoshi's Garchomp. Okay, that's all, folks. I know how to speak. Both the Rough Skin and the Life Orb chunking down Kennedy's HP right there. Bringing out the Sinisha. As both think... Now, Talonflame does still have its Gale Wings boost. Meaning no matter what it clicks, it will have priority. Whimsicott actually going for a helping hand onto Garchomp right there. Yoshi setting up his Tailwind finally, most likely anticipating to go down this turn. Rock Slide does connect, picking up the KO and chunking Sinisha for 30% right there. With the delayed Tailwind, it also means it will have one term of Tailwind above the other. Machagacha is going to connect, taking out Whimsicott and also doing a decent chunk onto Garchomp right there. Restoring quite a bit of HP. It now comes down to figuring out what's the play here. Both traders. Yoshi down to both his final two Mons. Kennedy still having another Mon in the back. The Houndoom versus the Pyroar. Both these fire mammals staring down each other. with Kennedy having a slight advantage over the fact that he does have a Garchomp. Now, granted, I do believe Pyroar does outspeed Houndoom, but we will have to see. Unlike the Houndoom, Pyroar will have its fire boost off the bat. However, the Houndoom does have the chance for setup with Nasty Plot. The Mega Houndoom is on the field. Both each other staring each other down. Heat Wave immediately going off, picking up the KO onto the Sinistcha, making it so it's now just down to a 3v1 with the Houndoom. Heat Wave going off. Not doing a ton of damage. Garchomp ready to do some damage. Picking up the KO with Stomping Tantrum. Meaning Kennedy has won round 1. Or game 1. You know what I meant. The point is Kennedy managed to pick up the KO. Meaning if Kennedy picks up round 2, he will win this tournament and win some free artwork from yours truly. I know I'm so generous. Trust me, next month there is going to be a cash prize pool, so I'm just saying if people want to sign up, Discord server, tournament alerts. Just saying, there will be a cash prize next time. Ooh, you guys want money. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, both trainers hopping back on in. Let's do this. Let's see what we got here. Both incredibly talented players in this situation. The lead could matter a lot for both of these players, as we now know that Talonflame will outspeed Whim on lead. But the fact that Kennedy's Garchomp will one-shot Yoshi's Garchomp, it truly comes down to who leads with what. The lead matters a lot here. So we will have to see. Also, I very much thinking I'm becoming a bit under the weather right now. I'm a little shaky at this moment. So, I was going to go for a little bit after stream, but we'll probably wrap things up once we're done with the tournament today. Here we go, game 2 of the finals. Kennedy sending out his Whimsicott and Sneasler as Yoshi brings out Milotic and Talonflame. In this situation, Kennedy does actually have Fake Out Pressure, but I believe Yoshi's Talonflame does have Quick Guard. I knew one of the Talonflames in this had Quick Guard. I don't remember if it was Yoshi's, but one of them I do know definitely had Quick Guard. But that will, at the very least, mean that Kennedy could get up a free Tailwind. Quick Guard is going to go off, protecting from any Fake Out shenanigans. But Kennedy actually predicts the Quick Guard, going for a Tailwind instead. No Fake Out in sight. Dire Clawing the Milotic. No status was procced. A Scold is going to go on in, doing a large chunk. And getting the burn! Sneasler now both on a timer and damage reduced. Cottony at the Whimsicott at the very least. Okay, take a shot every time I've said Cottony today. It's the name, all right? I see cotton in the name, and my brain immediately is like, "Oh my god, it's Cottony." But both trainers staring each other down, trying to figure out what to do in this situation. Tailwind is up on Kennedy's side, but due to the fact that the Talonflame is full HP, it does retain Gale Wings, meaning no matter what, it does have priority on all of its flying moves, including acrobatics. In fact, but instead, it actually chooses to go for a double protect. but fails, meaning it is going to at least take a decent chunk from the Dire Claw, removing its Gale Wings, a Moonblast connecting onto Milotic. Thankfully, no special attack drop, meaning it doesn't have to worry about a competitive Scald going on, chunking Whim for at least 28%. Not much particularly happening at this moment other than both sides just stalling Kennedy's Tailwind. Yoshi finally deciding to swap out into Garchomp, hoping to probably get some rough skin damage. Helping Hand will at the very least help try to counteract the burn. Deciding to for close combat onto Milotic, and it does pick up the KO. Along with that, it will allow for Sneasler to get the Unburden boost. Most likely trying to get as much use out of Sneasler as possible before it goes down. Burn continuing to whittle. And with Yoshi now down to at least 2 Mons, has to choose between Talonflame or Houndoom, deciding to bring in Talonflame, not wanting to risk a close combat onto Houndoom this early. With Garchomp also being full HP and also next to a flying type, it does have the capability of going for Earthquakes. Dire Claw will go into Garchomp, barely doing anything. And unfortunately, no status was procced. Moonblast will connect, however. And chunks Garchomp! A critical hit! Talonflame does go for Acrobatics, finally taking out the Whimsicott. Sneasler getting off as much damage as it can as well, still staying on the field. Meaning Yoshi is once again down to his final 2 Mons. Kennedy's Tailwind also finally going down, bringing out his own Garchomp. As the Houndoom is brought onto the field, Pyroar still in the back. Can Kennedy take this already? Talonflame being immune to any Earthquakes, but Rock Slide being super effective against both of them, it probably doesn't necessarily matter. Sneasler also still having a decently strong close combat at the ready. Houndoom does go for the Mega Evolution. Close combat connecting. And even with the burn, brings down to 22 HP. Acrobatics will finally finish off the Sneasler. But if a Rock Slide or an Earthquake connects, this could be game. Yoshi going for the nasty plot, trying to set up. But was it worth it? Rock Slide. It misses Talonflame, but connects with the Houndoom. With Talonflame left on the field, it's looking as if Kennedy is going to be your champion. Taking a little bit of the Life Orb recoil. And Yoshi ending it. Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen, is your Icy Spicy Pokemon Tournament champion. Holy GG, you two. GG. Oh, good heavens. G.
Yeah, GG for real. I forgot about the flipping close contact.
Oh, you both fought severely well there.
I kind of remembered you clicking quick guard whenever there was a fake out user in front of you, and I ended up just abusing a game too.
Yeah.
It was an amazing read you made.
I also do have protect. I can also protected. Like I have both protect on. Like the only time I can't actually do that is with the Houndoom. So I have quick guard for like when I have the Garchomp with me. The Garchomp is it's Scarp, so it doesn't have protect on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just there, and so I quick guard to see like the things. But then I knew that if I did predict your thing, the tailwind was just gonna make it so like you're faster than me and you're gonna oh wait, does that uncle?
I
no.
actually don't have any to fix that.
Okay, okay, so yeah. I was playing this like it was closed team sheet again, like counting for every single possibility. And quick guard was probably the best possibility for I can like and like, but that burn was lucky as hell though.
Yeah, that burn on the sneeze was really nice. It really helped you make the momentum, but I feel like if you had managed to keep Milotic alive until Garchomp came in, like if Milotic had avoided Sneasler, you probably would have won that game. Because my Garchomp and my Pyro can't really break a Milotic. So I had to rely on Sneasler to do that.
Oh, either way, you two fought incredibly.
It would have been funny if I got the special with the champion.
You two fought.
Honestly, I think I won game 2 on turn 1 when I predicted the quick guard lead.
You two fought incredibly well, and give yourselves a round of applause for both of you two. And Kennedy, make sure to hit me up when you get the chance, and I will make sure you get your prize. Thank you.
This is actually the best I got in, like the best place I got in a tournament with this team.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man.
The best is a 4th place I got in another tournament.
Nice. Either way,
to be fair, it was very possible that you could have won this if you were fighting the other Staraptor player, but they had to drop out.
Yeah.
Because your nasty plot Houndoom kind of does really well into Staraptor.
Yeah, but that's if I can predict them, like with what's his name again? Richard, yeah. So he always protected every other turn, so like I predicted that he was gonna do that to our nasty plot. And since the Grimstar couldn't literally do nothing against my Houndoom, so I just besides like just spirit break it, and I know it survived at least 1, I think. Yeah, I did, but survived 2 actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I was faster than basically everything on his team. No, everything on his team I was faster than with my Mega Houndoom. With Houndoom, it's just like, with people think it's slower than actual is because of how slow the base form is.
Yeah. Alright.
Unlike with mine, where you were like slower than I think it was about half of my team at the very least.
Alright. Well, thank you two for joining. Like I said, Kennedy, hit me up. Have a good rest of your day, you two. Take care.
Okay.
Take care. Alright, gamers. I want to once again thank everyone for tagging along for this tournament. As a reminder, if people want to join future ones, head on over to my Discord server, !Discord. I need to go rest because I'm not feeling the best. But I want to push through for today. We are going to go raid Melanie. So for those on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you all later. Take care, YouTube.